Hey, Paul.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, good to see you.
Just in time.
Is it just us?
Oh, there's a few of us in here
Oh, okay.
so far.
Yeah.
But welcome, everybody. It's Straturday Night Live. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm glad there's not a boo button on here.
That's
There's
about as
that.
good as it's gonna get right there. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, crap. Well, it's June 6th of 2020. Everybody's favorite year.
June 6th, D-Day.
Midnight 01. Midnight 02 Eastern Time. 9:02 Pacific Time.
Are you just gonna leave that slate up for the next 3 hours?
Yeah.
All right,
Definitely.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta
This is
do
a podcast. I forgot to mention, you guys. This is a podcast.
No video tonight. No
And
video tonight. Just
you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts.
There's really no video tonight?
No.
Oh.
Although John and I could see each other earlier, so maybe there is.
All right.
We'll try and make it work.
Yeah. Let me
Oh,
see.
wow.
Let me try this button right here.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Oh, damn it.
Oh, there we go.
That one's
There
better.
you go. You guys, if you guys see the people in the chat here on YouTube that have a little guitar next to them?
The green guys.
Their name is in green, the green guys. They are channel members here on
Ooh.
YouTube.
Is that a penis
And-
reference?
Yes. And one of the perks is they get a little guitar next to their name, which actually changes every month. The longer you're a member, the avatar morphs into another one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like some of them have stars on them.
So you're
Yeah.
saying size matters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And our executive producers are Charles Green, Robbie Johnston, Music Therapy Laz, David Annis, Thomas Santiago, Mike Neese, Connor Johnson, 5150, Michael Smith, who we might see at some point, some Dave Dude, and Steve Carmichael. And Steve says hello.
Hello, Steve.
All right, here we are. Hey, you guys. Oh, crap.
Oh,
Hang
damn
on.
it.
Show's ruined. Oh, there we go.
I can't even see you guys. My eyes are blurry. I'm so dehydrated.
Oh, man.
I've
Still-
had a rough day.
Super hot out there.
No, it wasn't that hot today, but it was a very long day for me. Very quickly, I've been trying to do a deal for a Harley Fat Boy. I swapped my old truck, my old black truck that I got from Bach Dodge, believe it or not, right there on the Auto Mile Route 1 Norwood.
Up in my area. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Ernie Bach.
I've had the truck for 16 years, and I basically swung a deal to trade it for a 2005 limited edition Harley Davidson 15th anniversary Fat Boy. And a lot like with guitars, with motorcycles, I want something different. I don't want what everybody else has. So long story short, cut this deal. It took a long time to get it done. Got it done. And as I was looking for little parts, like you customize guitars and put your own tuners on it or your own, knobs and stuff. With motorcycles, you do sort of the same thing. So I was looking for some parts for it, and I walked into a shop that had a set of tins. Now, what tins are your front and rear fender and the gas tank. Well, these tins were specifically for the same year, model, and make that I have, but they're different tins. The one that I have on the limited edition literally only comes in black with like gold pinstriping and a big gold emblem on it. These ones are like a pearl gold with black, vivid black trim and like a different sort of color scheme on it that looks beautiful on the version of motorcycle that I have. So I bought them and put them together. I had a buddy of mine slap them on there for, took them a couple hours to do it. So they slapped the tins on. What we didn't realize is the fuel pump on this motorcycle is inside the gas tank. And those tins were sitting for so long that the fuel hoses inside the tank had dry rotted. And I didn't know it. So fuel the bike up, have a full tank of gas, and I'm driving in Mesa, Arizona, which is about, I don't know, 10, 15 miles from where I live.
Desert.
The bike dies. And the bike dies. But
Man.
I'm near a friend of mine's house. I'm a couple of blocks from a friend of mine's house. So I duck walk the bike to her house. and then call the shop that's closing at 2:00 at like 1:55.
Oh,
So the kid at the shop, and big love to Brent over at Kick-Ass Motorcycles in Chandler. Brent says, I'll stay open. I don't have a trailer to come get your bike. I said, I have a trailer. My friend can give me a ride. So I put my bike at her house, back to my house, a motorcycle trailer that I bought literally 2 weeks ago, never thinking I'd ever have to use it to haul my own bikes, because I had my motorcycles for years and had this truck for 16 years and never had to put the bikes in the back of the truck.
mm-hmm.
So I put the new trailer on the back of my new truck and hooked everything up.
Today.
Yeah, it was absolutely worth the money I paid for the trailer. So I drive over to my friend's house. I put the bike on the trailer, bring it back to the shop. Now it's like, I don't know, 3:30. The guy's been there an extra hour and a half. He's like, hey, you want to go riding? Because I have another motorcycle. I'm like, sure, I'll do that. So drive back to my house, get my motorcycle, my original motorcycle, which I've had for, I don't know, 17 years or something like that. And as I'm driving down the street to go back to meet these guys back at the bike shop so we can go for a ride, I hear this jingling sound coming out of my motorcycle. What the fuck is this? And it turns out one of the screws on the points cover, which is where your ignition timing and stuff is on the bike, one of the screws has backed out and it's gone. So now I've got one screw on there and the cover is rattling on the motorcycle. And I've got my friend Laura on the back of the motorcycle to go back to her house to get her bike. So we ride back to her house. My bike is jingling all the way. We get back to her house. She gets her motorcycle. We drive back to the motorcycle shop, meet up with Brent. He gets another screw, puts the screw in my other bike. And we end up going to a bar and just getting food and decided not to ride anywhere because today is not our day. So
yeah, I guess not.
I've had a very, very long, exhausting, bad day, and I am so dehydrated now that I can't see. My eyes are burning. I can't see. You know how you ever get that way where you're just I'm so dehydrated. So I'm drinking a ton of water and just trying to see. So when you said no video, I was like, awesome.
Or you can always
because I
pause
can't
your video.
see. No, because I can't see anybody. So if you were to hold something up for me to read, I couldn't read it right now.
Well, hydrate.
That's what I'm working on it now. I'm having a Pepsi though first because I have to have some caffeine. And Ace is obviously he's apoplectic. He's been pissed. He's mad because he's been home all day without me. And
now you're doing the show.
And now I'm home and he's like, fuck, you're home and you're not paying any attention to me. So anyway, so there's my story. I'm sorry I took up so much of your time. That was 9 minutes.
Oh, no, that was
all good.
That was a great story. I'm sorry.
For you,
I'm sorry you had to go through that though.
I didn't have to see it, Dottie. I lived it.
Michael Smith.
The captain.
Everybody.
Captain, everybody. Is it Michael's birthday? Oh, is it? Oh, happy birthday. Is it your birthday, Michael?
In New York, it's my birthday.
In New York, it's your birthday?
Yeah.
East Coast, it's his birthday.
Oh, well, happy East Coast birthday, Mike.
Thank you.
East Coast birthday. Happy birthday, man.
Happy,
Thank
happy,
you,
joy,
everybody.
joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy.
Let's get some birthday cakes in the chat for Michael Smith.
Oh, that fucking hurts.
I wish I had some
always
sort of
someone's
happy birthday
birthday
on
around
here, but yeah.
It's always somebody's birthday around here.
My cousin
know.
Kelly's in the chat room.
Your cousin who?
Kelly.
Hi,
And
Kelly.
Smile Day. Hi, Kelly.
Kelly
Hey,
has
Kelly.
too many. Kelly has too many names. Can we do something about that?
I said the wrong thing.
She's
Happy
my
Cap'n Day.
she's my most favorite person on the planet.
Awesome.
Good thing nobody else in your family is hearing you say that.
They all know it, and then they're jealous as fuck.
Yeah, that's a lot of names.
That's a lot of names. You know what? She's got a lot of names there. She could be a serial killer. She has enough names to be a serial killer. I think you only need 3.
So don't say that too loud.
All right.
Yeah. Don't give anybody any ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, welcome, Kelly. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, happy birthday, Michael Smith.
Thank you, and thank you everybody in the chat. I'm seeing everybody saying happy birthday. Let me start off real quick. Thank you. I've never done this before, what I did for my birthday this time, I set up a fundraiser, and it's something that's really close to my heart. It's suicide prevention.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've made it no secret. I put it out there for everybody to know. Hopefully, the reason why I've done it is because if I can help anybody at all that are dealing with, this just emotional issues, mental illness is something that is real. I'm continuing to fight through it, and I'm doing excellent right now, by the way. But it's something that is not a joke, and you see it because every day thousands of people take their lives. So I set up a fundraiser for my birthday, and I set it up originally for $200. And as of early today, it already met the mark, which is unbelievable. I can't thank everybody enough for doing that.
Nice.
I put it up to $400 now. Just I figured I'd double it. If anybody would be inclined to donate, that is awesome. If not, that's cool too. More importantly, just repost what I put up, because people. The worst thing about this disease is you think you're strong enough to beat it. You keep it to yourself. There's a stigma about it, and that's when it gets out of control. So I'm done speaking. I just wanted to say that, Johnny. Thank you for letting me say that.
Well,
Good cause, Michael. I like it.
course.
Sounds
Michael,
good.
it's a great cause. My brother killed himself when I was 9, and I will tell you that I was too young for it to affect me, but it devastated my father. Devastated. He was never the same after that. We don't know why. Have no idea. I don't know that there was a note or anything like that because I was so young. But it is a real thing, and it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. The idea that Michael is able to get through every day, knowing that he's carrying something that's out of his control, and yet he fights to control it, and it's amazing. And you should be proud of every day that you're dealing with that and winning. And if you ever need anybody at any point, at any time, my number, how to get in touch with me, and don't hesitate to call. And anybody in the chat, if you want to find me on Facebook and you're dealing with that, I've dealt with it before. It sucks. I have dealt with depression, not quite at the level that you're at, but my mother was bipolar as well. So it's a chemical thing. It's real. And there are a lot more of people like you, Michael, than you know. A lot of people are dealing with it, and a lot of people are scared. So
Yeah.
you're very brave and strong, and you should be proud of yourself for being able to give back and to pay it forward.
Well, thank you. And again, if it touches one person, then I've done something.
Mhm.
I mean, it's the thing about it. Nobody talks about it. That is,
Right.
and like you just said, Paul. Reach out to me. People don't do that. That is, believe me, I tried up until last year, and it almost ruined me. Just keeping it to myself. That doesn't work. The only thing to do is to reach out to people, and there's such a support network right now. Thank God. Just reach out. It's that easy. It's hard to do. Believe me, it's hard. You have to swallow a lot of pride, which I did. Because you're a guy, right? I can work myself through this now. No, just reach out and you'll be better for it. So that's it. I'm done.
And happy birthday.
Thank you. Today is my birthday.
Was it
Yeah.
Steve Anderson's birthday yesterday or the other day? A couple days ago?
A couple of days ago, yeah.
A couple days ago, he kept telling us.
Yeah.
He kept telling me.
It kept popping up in my feed too. Me and Johnny were talking about that earlier.
Was it the one with his leg in the cast?
He actually texted me and said, "Hey,
Oh,
Johnny,
I didn't
by the
know
way,
that.
it's my birthday, and I'm celebrating."
Just letting you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
I gotta go check on the dog. Hang on a second. He's been so anxiety laden. I'm afraid he's tearing up the house.
Give him a few minutes.
Oh man,
Give him some love.
yes. Where'd it go?
What happened?
Bent Tom. 48 hours ago, I talked my best friend out of suicide by cop while state troopers held me at gunpoint.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God,
Dang, man.
Tom, dude, wow.
Thank you, Michael. You are a brave man. Bent Tom, dude. That's
Glad everything worked out,
Oh,
man.
thank
That's
God
all you
bless
can
you,
say.
Tom. Man, oh man, that is. You see, something like that. All you need is just a friend. You know, he obviously knew about his buddy's situation, and he was able to save his life.
Mhm.
Suicide by cop. That happens a lot.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on in music news?
Yeah. What
We got any music news?
Steve Vai has had a birthday today.
So a day before Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you know that, Michael?
I know. I posted it up.
So Michael, yours is your birthday is D-Day.
No, my birthday is tomorrow, actually.
7th. Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
7th. Yep. Or it's the 7th.
Close
I know
enough
where
to,
you're at.
yeah, close enough.
Yeah. Yes, Kelly, it's Captain. She's busting my onions now because I have Captain next to my name. There she is.
Yeah, he's the captain.
Look at him. He's on his houseboat. I mean,
I'm on my fucking
he's
boat.
the captain
man.
of his
Come on,
ship.
You know what though? I have to question your captain credentials because not unlike the captain in Tennille, I don't see a hat. We got to get you a hat.
Oh, he's got to have a hat.
I'll be right
You know,
back.
I know
Go
he's
get the
got
hat.
one.
Yeah,
He's
Goddamn
gonna
right.
he's gonna go get one.
Better have a captain's hat. Can't be a captain unless you have the hat.
Yeah.
As far as I know it, I never had a chance to thank Daryl Dragon for his service.
Well, what do you consider a captain's hat? Like a captain in the army hat, or like a captain of a ship hat?
You know what a captain's hat is.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like you're looking for his credentials.
Did you not see the skipper in Gilligan's Island? Did he not?
That's kind of like what Johnny has. I mean, that's
that's a scally cap.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, this is like
That's a scally cap. Fuck, Johnny. John, you should know.
No,
I'm
gonna have to have to see what Michael's got to. You know, what kind of captain I'm expecting, and let's see what Michael's got.
There you go. That's
Okay.
exactly what he should have had.
All right. That's like
Now
a
you know
naval,
who you look
so,
like.
Admiral, naval captain. Now I've got the picture in my head, like a naval captain. Yeah.
And maybe Johnny Beane will get this nerd reference because I know he digs on nerd stuff, and I know that that the captain does there. You know, you look like Captain Avatar now from Star Blazers.
Me?
Right now, yeah.
Star Blazers.
Okay.
Was that the anime, the old '80s anime show?
Yeah, it was originally it was a Japanese show called Space Cruiser Yamato, and
Yeah,
the captain. If you Google,
I've never
Captain
heard of
they
that.
had the best. They had the best spaceships.
Yeah,
Look it up, Johnny. Yeah.
Johnny
Google
Google
Johnny
it.
Bean.
Yeah, on Saturday
channel-
nights.
that was
I'm
channel 56.
the John BL.
Well, it's Jean Biel's show, so he can order anybody.
Johnny, look that up.
Yeah. What is it, Captain? What? Captain Hat?
Captain Avatar.
No.
Avatar. That's what he was called.
Well, what was the show? What was the? It was
The show was
Space.
an
What was it?
Avatar.
Star Blazers.
Star
which-
Blazers. That's right.
Yeah, which was originally called Space Cruiser Yamato. And you pull that thing up, and you're gonna have
Star
a list.
Blazers.
Yeah, Star Blazers captain.
There he is.
There you go. Now put that graphic up so Michael Smith can see that he is truly the captain.
I can't wait to see that shit.
This is gonna bring back some memories because Channel 56. I remember,
You'll remember it. You'll remember him when you see it.
or TV 38. We don't one of those. Oh yeah,
Oh,
the first one up in the
remember that.
upper left. Yeah.
Top left.
There you go.
Hey, Mitchie.
Yep, that's Michael Smith. That should be your avatar.
Look at that.
You got to grow out your beard, Michael. Does he have an eye patch, or is that just
it's just the shadow.
I have to go. Let me find my Corona face. Remember that?
Oh,
Johnny?
you do have the beard. You've got the beard. It's just not white enough.
Hold on a minute. I'm gonna scare the fuck out of everybody in a minute.
You ready? You ready, man?
Yeah, highlight him and on the screen. Put Michael next to him, next to the. Can you do that?
Can you split
You can't
screen
put
him?
him next to the avatar.
Hey, Jay.
Does Jay know the reference? Does Jay know who Captain Avatar was?
He's Captain
no.
Guitar. Captain Guitar.
Look at him. He's peeking already.
No.
He's peeking right now. Look at him. He's already peeking.
Peeking.
Yes.
There you
Oh,
go.
Jano.
There you go.
Yeah. See.
No, that's Sammy Hagar. That's the old the.
And then the beard gets trimmed.
There you go.
This is like deja vu. Oh no, wrong way.
Before?
I'm always nervous when people do that because
Yeah, I know, dude. It's always backwards. You're like,
you
oh
wouldn't-
no.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
We don't-
that's a shed that I'm looking at for the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad you said shed.
She shed.
So, Captain
Look at me
Avatar.
in the middle.
Hey, you know what she shed to me?
You she shed to me.
Is there a
Cool.
picture of the spaceship they had? What was it? The Starblazer spaceship? Spaceship.
It was the Yamato originally, but well, this is so nerdly. When it went,
Oh, Yamato was the aircraft
Yeah.
carrier or the giant
I'm gonna
World
count.
War II battleship.
well, Yamato was the name of the spaceship in the original one, but they called it the Argo in the American version of it. And I know this because my little brother Eddie is a complete
Eddie?
Starblazers nerd.
Eddie,
And he does. My little brother Eddie does look a little like Eddie Van Halen.
Does he
Oh,
really?
there's the real life.
Yeah. Let me see if I can go find a picture of him.
Cool.
Wow.
What axe you got there, Jay?
oh, this is my
Look at that,
yep.
man. So, have you been wishing Steve Vai happy birthday all day long?
No, I don't wish people I don't know happy birthday. Is he gonna wish me a happy birthday?
Did you see?
If
I'm
I
sure
pay for it, maybe he will. But
if he has a
Yeah, that might
be
cameo
worth
or
it.
something. Did you guys see? I didn't watch his live stream today, but I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw like, you know, the replay. You know, if you scroll through in a video, you see it starts playing automatically. You know,
Right.
like these videos on Facebook. Anyway, so I'm scrolling through my feed and I see the Steve Vai one, and I see that he didn't know he was live for like a minute before he went on or something. So he's sitting there just like, did you guys? No, I don't think. But yeah, it's like you could tell he's like he clicked the button, then he's waiting, thinking he's on, he's smiling, and then all of a sudden, you know, it's kind of weird how people their face changes. His face is slowly changing from a smile to like, you know, and then he's like, he realized he was on. He's like, oh, you know, like I'm here, you know.
man,
So anyway, I anybody else notice that? I thought it was kind of
No, I didn't see it.
No.
yeah. Anyway, happy birthday, Steve Vai. And Michael Smith.
yeah, the captain, huh?
And everybody that's having birthdays.
Wait, when was Michael Smith's birthday?
It was tomorrow.
Oh, so right now it's
Well, today
June-
for us. Jane
So
and I.
it's right now.
That's two. That's two. I'm counting them, John. Counting them tonight. I'll get that whiteboard behind me, and every time
What's that?
John BL somebody, I should put a tally up.
Shut me up.
Already two.
Oh man.
I'll just
And
shut the fuck up.
No.
It's too early for that.
Oh. Okay, let's see. Yeah. And as far as audio, I don't think we're having any problems tonight. I think
I hear-
everything is cool.
I hear a little skipping coming from you. I hear a little digital stuttering. I don't know if it's me
Oh,
or you guys.
I just heard it from you.
Yeah, just hear from
Yeah.
you, Paul.
It's,
All right,
it's
so-
your night.
So it's on both. Well, it's on. I'm hearing it on both ends. I'm hearing it from you too. So I'll bang out and come back in.
Wait, was it
Your
last?
voice is getting lower too. It sounds like.
It was
Is it
last
really?
week.
I don't know. It sounded like it for a second, but I don't know because I know I've heard it
All right.
before when it got lower and then it was an issue.
So
All
it
right,
was
I'll be right
already
back.
it's already been a week then since we had the John BL on the 7-second delay button.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
right. That was last.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
I watched some
Yeah.
of that back, and I was just giggling my little ass off.
Well, I'm
it's-
glad it was entertaining.
Well, no, it's funny because before I think Johnny was the one who like figured it out. before that, like nobody knew. And it's funny listening back to it now or watching it again, knowing the whole time, like, because we didn't notice at the time. We just thought you were really cutting people off. But it was like, it's funnier listening to it now, I think, because it's like, what's going on. I giggled my little ass off, man.
Good.
Joshua Hopper on Facebook has a great question. What is your opinion, right, on putting a Frankie Humbucker in a Wolfgang versus a USA, meaning USA Wolfgang Humbucker? Oh, wait, now I'm confused.
I think he's saying, yeah, if it's a Wolfgang guitar, then it should already have a Wolfgang. Well, it depends, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's different versions of it.
Yeah, they won't admit that, but there are. They are.
Yep.
Well, the biggest issue that I would tell you, Joshua, is all Wolfgang guitars, all EVH Wolfgang pickups are made specifically for those bodies, for those guitars. They fit right in. Thank you.
Isn't that what it is? Kind of a fitting issue?
Oh, Jay.
No, that one was okay. That one was okay.
Thank you. That's what I try to do. I try it like between pauses. I try and get the pauses right.
I saw him
on it.
I saw him getting ready to talk, and then yes, that was a good one. That was it. Judges, that's okay.
Yeah. The only thing is, Joshua, a Frankenstein pickup won't fit in that body. It won't fit at all. The feet won't fit. The feet are the feet are square. All EVH. Oh, man, it's been years since we've done this. Since we've showed pickups on the screen. Where are mine at? Anyway, it won't fit. You can make it fit, but you'd have to. You'd have to. What do you call it?
Dremel.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
Jay
swapped.
do?
Oh, he says he
do
swapped them. Oh, wait.
got the pickup,
He's saying that he did it.
Oh, well, then what are you talking about, Johnny?
The Frankie Humbucker is very muddy. I swapped them.
Yeah. So
I swapped it back.
Nesdal talked about this before. He put a Frankie pickup in a basswood guitar.
Wait,
and
what
he
happened
said
to Paul?
It sounded muddy.
Oh,
Huh?
oh, there you are.
Hi.
Yeah. So Nesdal, I remember him talking about this a while ago, Johnny, that he put a Frankie pickup in a basswood body, and he said it sounded muddy, so he took it out. So that's probably he says it himself, sounded muddy.
Cool. Oh, you want our opinions though? I wouldn't. I think the Wolfgang guitars. I think the pickups are perfect for them. Although some people do think the USA ones sound better. I have both. I think they all sound great. I think it really depends on your amplifier. What amp you're using. You can EQ your amp a little bit, and you can almost make anything sound great with a great amp. I think so.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it really is. It is about the amp now, the amp and the EQ and everything like that. I mean, the post production has become so good. As long as the signal is at least at a decent level and you don't have a lot of background line noise, line hum and stuff like that, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, I'll take shitty pickups into great amp over great pickups into a shitty amp.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shitty amp is always going to sound like a shitty amp.
Yeah. Nothing you can do about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have a great amp. And Clayton James Hicks, 1998 Hicks. Because I came to remind you that your birthday is next Monday, June 15th. That's right, Clayton. It is.
He's got that,
That's right, Clayton.
got that new buzz cut too, man.
Looking good. I like those glasses, man.
That's
Those glasses are cool.
badass. Yeah, absolutely.
The aviators.
Yeah, awesome avatar, Clayton. Captain Avatar.
Captain Aviator.
Yeah, our Wolfgang special is a lot better than the standard. I mean, what's better, really? It's different.
They all have the same pickups in them. So again,
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
you
which
know,
one is the higher price point? Isn't the standard higher price point?
The
no,
special.
No.
the special's a higher price.
Oh,
point.
the special's the higher price point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
the
the
special.
It's different for every company, you know.
Mhm.
Special standard.
different grade of wood, different grade of electronics in there. Although I think, and somebody will correct me who's more knowledgeable on the Fender version of the Wolfgang, I think not only are the pickups exactly the same, I believe the pots are the same as well. Are they not still the same? The 500K Burns pots, the low friction pots, aren't they the same?
I believe I might be wrong.
I'm not the VH guy.
On a special,
I think
On
that
the special and the standard. I think all the electronics on the standard are also the same. I think where they skimp is on the trem and the trim.
I think you're correct.
And the
Yeah,
wood is not as good. The paint job is not as good, obviously.
Right.
It's
Hold
a
on a
veneer.
I
Yeah.
think
Gotta have good wood.
I think the they're not. I don't think I could be wrong, but I don't think the standards come with the low friction.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure, but
I was under the impression that the electronics are the same across the range, and where they change it is with like tuning keys are not as they're licensed keys and they're licensed tremolos and the wood quality is not the same. But
Okay.
I'll defer to you on that one, Jay. You'd probably know better.
Well,
than me.
Johnny's John Bieling right now.
Yeah.
Man, they really upgraded the website. The
That's
EV
'cause
Gear
Caleb's on it now.
Let's
That's
check it out, man. Let's
It's all
see it.
because
Yeah,
Caleb's on it now.
Yeah, they put Caleb on there. That's the upgrade. and they reduced some of their Canadian content by 20%.
Oh, where's the zing button? We need a zing button.
Come on, that was good.
that was awesome. No, not that one.
That's a zing.
How
Yeah.
about this one?
I got your back, Caleb.
Yeah. Well, they upgraded in their artist section. I mean, that's definitely the truth.
Clearly, yeah. Well, I mean, it's-
But
Can we see it, Johnny? Or
yeah, let me
protected content?
no, he's just going to talk about it.
Well, I mean, the thing. Let me go over and look at another guitar real quick because,
We're going to take a look. Yes.
whoa,
By the way, the
She's
bar
beautiful.
the bar I ended up at today had Van Halen on shuffle out on the patio. It was awesome.
I bet.
I heard Big Bad Bill
Sweet William
take-
now.
yeah, Big Bad Will's Take Your Whiskey Home,
God, yes.
Drop Dead Legs, and Out of Love Again, like in a bar.
Was it shuffle or did someone choose those?
I'm going to
like
assume
in a
it was
playlist?
shuffle, but I think it was somebody shuffle because it was a band on the patio and
Oh,
they were
yeah.
taking a break. So I'm guessing it was somebody's iPod.
No, I was
running
hoping you
through-
were going to say there was a band on the patio and they sucked so bad they blasted the jukebox to drown out the shitty band.
No, they were taking a break, so I'm going to assume it was somebody's iPod being run through the PA, while they were taking their break. But we weren't there long enough to actually hear the band. And then we ended up inside in the air conditioning and stuff like that. But it was just great for the 25 minutes while we were waiting for a table because they're doing the social distancing thing. This
Yeah.
bar it's a biker bar. There's bikes all along the parking lot and stuff like that, and just Van Halen on shuffle. It was a perfect summer day in
That's
Arizona.
awesome. Yeah.
Can I ask you guys if when that happens to you, like let's just say you're at a store or something or at a bar or a restaurant and like Van Halen comes on the speaker, like do you ever look around like to find somebody like fuck yeah, man? You guys ever do that?
Yeah.
I immediately started singing because I know all the words to Big Bad Bill. So I'm like, oh yeah, way out yonder in Louisville. They're like, what are you singing? I'm like, oh, it's this Van Halen song, man. This is great.
Yeah.
I won't
Somebody
tell
doesn't
you.
know. Somebody doesn't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I heard.
So
What did I
no.
hear? Up for breakfast at the liquor store
Wow.
like weeks ago, years ago, months ago. But,
you're up for breakfast.
yeah,
at
just
the
one of
liquor
like
store?
one of the rarest tracks you're gonna hear like
Oh yeah.
on a radio.
Yeah. I don't even think they play that on like on a deep track thing or anything like that.
It might have been. I mean, usually they
Usually
play
so.
like the local radio station on at that store, but maybe
That
someone
local
was
radio
listening.
station
But it
doesn't
was-
exist anymore.
Yeah.
That purple one, man.
So can you get the specs on a standard?
Yeah. Yeah. Here, let me. Yeah, I was
Okay,
looking at. Okay, these are
Natural.
all standards here. Does it change? Okay, good. Yeah, see the website's really good.
I just posted the link. We got 69 watching and 27 thumbs up. Let's get some thumbs up.
69, dudes.
69.
I wish we had 5,150 people watching, but you know.
Man, we actually have 80 people watching total because we're on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Facebook too.
Okay, so
Electronics.
controls, volume and treble bleed circuit, tone.
Is anybody else scrolling down on their own page right now trying to get to it? Because Johnny's
Anybody
doing
else
it.
squinting?
I do it all the time. I grab my mouse and I'm like, all right, I'm going to scroll down now. Oh, no, I don't have control.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Why isn't it fucking working? Sorry. That's 2 F's for me already. I got to stop.
Yeah, so I don't think the standards have the Bourne's pots because it doesn't mention it. If you look at the specials, it does mention it.
It would mention it, yeah.
It does.
Yeah,
I
okay.
Saw it.
All right.
And
Yeah,
somebody else mentioned. I apologize. Somebody said it in the chat that the standards. I'm sorry. The standards. Their necks are not quarter sawn.
Okay.
Opposed to the U.S.
Well, are the specials quarter sawn? I think they are, right?
I think my Japanese one was.
Here,
Yeah,
You know, when they made
mine, mine is. I can go grab it.
let me
Oh,
get
Really,
it.
the only difference between my Japanese one and an American one was the flat top. That was it. Really, everything
Yeah,
else was
same here.
was essentially the same exact guitar.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I regret-
that'll be a difference too. Is the
Yeah, I regret getting rid of that guitar now. Like, if I don't own any EVH Wolfgangs anymore, and I had that Japanese one, and I should never have let it go.
Yeah, look at that color. Wow.
That color's nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
It's all right. I don't know.
Johnny, go back down.
Wait a minute, you just said it was cool, and then you said you don't know.
You have other.
Well, the more you look at it, it's like plum. It's like a plum color.
Plum.
I don't
I
know.
think-
Is
I think
that
that's-
like
I think that's hideous.
See the
Plum.
options. Hit that one. There you
I
go.
like
I
that.
like
Well,
that one.
there's
Nah, that's it.
instant.
Okay.
Yeah, instantly better. Well, what's the next?
instant?
Instant boing.
That's just
much
another
better.
plum.
Plum.
I like
That's
green.
nice. That's nice plum. The other ones.
That's
I'd play
Eve
the other
plum.
one too. Shit. What do I?
Eve
what do I-
plum.
I
You
don't
don't
like
like
that
that?
at all.
You
No,
don't-
no, that's not for me though. That's
What's
for,
it called? Is there
What
a
is
name
that
for that
called?
color?
It's probably
guessing
like
fuchsia?
champagne.
Is it fuchsia? No, it's
Burgundy.
That's not burgundy.
Burgundy
metallic.
mist metallic.
Burgundy Miss Metallic. That's for people. That's for people who want to buy the guitar, like women who want to buy the guitar, like Taylor Dane. I mean, not Taylor Dane, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Dane.
Taylor Dane. Actually, I've got a great Taylor Dane story.
Right
So
name,
she-
wrong decade.
Yeah. So she comes into Bill's Bar on Lansdowne Street in Boston during the All-Star game in 1990. Was it 94, John Biel, that they played it at the Garden? She comes in and she's wearing like a cocktail dress. That's
Quarter
like,
sawn. There it is. Sorry.
cut down the front. And she's apparently got, by the way, her real name is Leslie Wonderman. She apparently got implants.
Not a
and
good stage name.
yeah, I didn't realize that she that I didn't know this because I don't have them myself. But I guess when you get implants, you lose sensation, and one of her tits fell out of her cocktail dress and was basically on the bar. And she was shit faced, and she's like leaning on the bar, like talking to people, having no idea that her tit is hanging on the bar.
This is
And nobody says
Taylor-
anything.
Taylor
Yeah.
Dane.
Oh,
Yeah.
dip your titty, yo.
Oh.
What was her big hit? Well,
Did a
besides-
couple.
Tell it to my heart.
She had that one, and she had there was another one.
Yeah, she had like 2 or 3 big hits. But and fun
Yeah,
fact, my
pop-
You said hits, right?
yeah, they weren't hers. Fun fact, my partner Mark tried to hit on her when they were in high school. I guess they were in high school together, or they were a couple of years apart in high school. She's from Long Island, New York. That's how I know her name is Leslie Wonderman. He's like, I gave her a ride home from a party one night and made a move on her, and she shut me down. I go, hey, you got shot down by Taylor Dane. Nobody else in this room can say that.
Good point.
So Johnny, I think somebody
I like
over
that
EVH
color.
somebody else was listening to us when I guess it would have been the last year's models came out. Remember, everything had like black hardware. We were like, oh my god, how many of these finishes will look so much cooler with chrome?
There you go.
Right.
Yep.
Right. It was all black hardware. Yeah.
Well, Well, it's interesting. The guitar world does a lot of the same things that the motorcycle world does, which is like in the motorcycle world for a while, everything went like flat black or powder coated. Everything was powder coated. And then I saw, obviously when the Stealth came out, Eddie just decided to ignore maple necks altogether. And everything went flat black and stuff like that. And obviously the colored trims and all that shit. So it's weird how that's whatever the style is and obviously rock and roll and motorcycles and cars and stuff all sort of run together. I wouldn't be surprised if you started to see, with the return of chrome to guitars, return of chrome and stuff on cars. Because, cars are all now monochrome. They've got the flat black grills and the flat black bumpers and all that shit and the wheel trim and all that stuff. But it's weird how the pendulum swings back and forth.
Didn't Fender start that with the DuPont colors in the 60s? Like they were the first company to come out with really,
like pastels and shit like that.
Like more exotic colors.
And Thunderbirds, yeah.
And Johnny,
yeah,
there's a Maple Wolfgang special. No, when we're talking about
but it's black hardware though.
Yeah, that would look so much cooler with chrome, man. But anyway, talking about the pickups again with the Wolfgang compared to the Frankie pickup.
What was that?
I mean, if you go to the Frankenstein guitar, right?
This one, the new one.
Yeah. It's got a Wolfgang pickup in there, and it's a basswood body. So that's probably, the reason. Because that was my question, too. I'm like, wait a minute. Wouldn't you put the Frankenstein guitar or pickup in there?
Do they still offer the
so you're saying are you saying the Frankie pickup is different than the Wolfgang pickup?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yes.
All right.
And
the Wolfgang's hotter. The Wolfgang's a lot hotter.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the neck pickup sounds, because you can wire that up. I really want to see how that sounds.
It's interesting. I don't know why they don't wire those in and then just give you a kill switch on the back, or in the cavity,
because people like Johnny and Dave would be like, that's not how Eddie had it.
Well, but you know what? But they did that. See, here's the thing. Gibson did that with the Ace Frehley, where they only activated the bridge pickup and didn't activate the other ones, and people flipped out. They're like, "Well, why would you bother putting in 3 DiMarzio super distortions if you're not going to use them?"
Right.
Mm.
You're paying for them. You're paying for pickups that you can't use. There should be at least a plug and play in the back, on a circuit board or something like that, or a PCB board or something like that can just allow you to do that on demand instead of having to rewire the friggin' guitar.
So easy, yeah.
Yeah, or a push-pull pot, Ben Tom. Push-pull pot would be fine.
But the difference is people are paying for a pickup that doesn't work.
Yes, great. That's like paying for pre-stressed jeans. Remember that when people would buy $120 for jeans that were already torn?
Yep.
No.
Idiots.
Yeah, we've all been.
What kind of pickup was that on the original? Does anyone know? I mean, I'm assuming it was just a Fender single coil.
I don't think it was a Fender originally. I think it might have been a wait, I have to look this stuff up, huh?
Yeah, look it up.
Because I feel this feels like a show when I first got on with you guys, man. Talking about all the Eddie Van Halen shit,
That's what got me hooked, definitely. I mean, you and Rob Johnson talking about and Dave as well, talking about.
Wait, Rob Johnson talks about Van Halen?
I don't believe it.
In the early days.
Is that true?
In the early days, it was
not buying it.
A lot of Rob.
That sounds like balderdash shenanigans. Even
his favorite album is Balance. Did you know that?
That's what Soquel was in.
I've never met or spoken to Rob, and I feel like I'm taking a shot at him, and I mean nothing but respect. I love his guitars collection, man. I wish I could do that. That's awesome. Plus, I don't ever want to badmouth Rob. He's like a ninja and a fucking marksman. So no.
But he's also a super nice guy. Rob.
Oh no, I know he is. I'm making fun of it.
I think eventually he's going to help me. Will help me. Probably just I'll just pay him to do it. But I want.
He's going to help me pay him.
Who am I fooling? Even if I was with him, I would just stand and watch.
Yeah.
But I want to get him to make Ellie like a 3/4 scale 5150. Like 5150 and a half or 5149 and a half or some shit.
I'll make her a little guitar. Have her make her little guitars.
Nah, she wants the 5150.
Oh, she does? That's awesome.
I love that she knows exactly what she wants. That
right?
Is completely.
I still love that she listens to Metallica when you put her to bed.
Yep, that is parenting done Right.
Yeah, no, that's great. Jay and his wife, and I'm sorry, I forget your wife's name. Jeannie. Yeah,
Mrs. J.
Mrs.
Yeah,
J. Yeah,
Mrs. Shannon.
the smart one.
That definitely.
Yeah. I just think that is, you know, you want to talk about cool parents. You have your friends are all sitting around talking about the parents and how they're raising their kids and stuff. Did you know that Jay and Jeannie let their little girl listen to Metallica when she goes to sleep?
I bet. I bet, man. But you know what's cool about it is yesterday. This is pretty funny. I'm holding her, and I tap on her back. I do this, and I was like, "What's that?" She goes,
Did you get it?
Metallica, and I was like,
Nice.
And it sounded better than Lars's kick drums on that album.
That is so fucking awesome, man.
It is
dude,
great.
She's
Oh
fun.
God.
So
That's awesome.
we'll see what happens when she goes to school, and
Yeah.
I get a phone call. Do you know what your daughter was writing on her Trapper Keeper today? I don't even know if they have those anymore.
Trapper Keeper.
Do you let her listen to? Do you let her listen to So What?
No, I don't go that far into Metallica's library. She has it's Ride the Lightning, Master Puppets, Justice, and the Black Album. Those are the only 4 that I've.
So she hears Damage Incorporated and the Fuck It All and Fuck It No Regrets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Can
but-
she understand it?
Does she know what
Can
it
anyone
means?
understand it?
No, but Jeannie and I have very, very our vocabulary is not very parent friendly here, or kid friendly here, I should say. But she doesn't say the words, and when we say them, she says, "No, dude, don't say that."
No, dude.
That's awesome.
That's- God.
But
so
today, though, we were playing Hot Wheels cars, and I was like, I hit the thing to boost the car, and I was like, "Man, that car hauled ass!" And Ellie runs over to Jeannie, and she goes, "Mommy, Daddy sent the car down the track, and it hauled ass." And
Yep. Yeah, you know what though? What you can do is you can tell Jeannie that, look, you're just trying to cut her off at the pass, because eventually at some point you guys will you'll have friends over or something. You'll be sitting in the room watching the Bears game, and all the women will be in the other room, and Ellie will come in, and one guy, and this is a rite of passage, and everybody knows somebody that's done this or has participated in this. Everybody goes, hey, Ellie, go in and say to your mom, "Fuck." And then she runs down the hallway, and she goes to her mom. She goes, "Fuck," and everybody breaks out in laughter. And you assholes, from the other room. We all did it. We all heard it. It's like a rite of passage. So you're just cutting her off at the pass right there.
yeah,
I have a feeling if you gave her those marching orders, it wouldn't be just the singular word "fuck." I think I think that she would elaborate a little bit more
It'd
than
be
that.
the Gettysburg Address of profanity.
And it would kick total fucking ass.
no, I honestly think if I told her to do that, she'd be like, I'm trying to think how she would say it. She'd probably tell me, "No, I can't say that."
Well, you've already taught her when to use, not when to use it, but
Yeah, when the Bears are losing.
when not to use it, basically.
Yeah.
You can use those words when the Bears lose. That's the only time.
What?
That's all you got to teach her. I mean, if,
Well,
if
Why do I?
If that's
she's already heard it, you're gonna hear it.
If
Yeah.
that's
Why
the
do I
case,
see-
she'll be cursing all day. She'll be cursing every fucking Sunday.
Only on Sundays, Ellie.
I see Jay standing in front of a class like Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam. He has pissed me off.
Oh, God. That's good stuff.
You give him the finger.
Oh God.
Thrash Metal said, "I did a cover of Damage Incorporated, and my kid played homemade drums on For Whom the Bell Tolls with me one time. That's cool as hell."
What were the drums? What were the
Homemade?
drums made of?
Oh yeah, what were the homemade drums? Like
Yeah, what
pots
are they
and
made of?
pans, cardboard boxes.
Everybody knows. I used to use Tupperware when I was a kid. You take the different size Tupperware.
Yep.
So not only were they different tones, but they were different colors too.
Yeah.
So you can tune them.
When was it? It kind of was an early viral thing when the guys playing the 5-gallon buckets in
They
like
still
New
do
York
that
City.
in New Orleans.
Yeah, and that was
in New Orleans. Yeah,
that was like.
Yep.
Yeah, was that 90s? I mean, I think they
still
did
do
a
it
commercial
today.
for that. There was like a I don't know, a Coke commercial or something where they did that.
You don't think that's where
got me
Blue Man
hooked.
Group
It's like,
stole it?
yeah, exactly. Like just like wow, that's so just out of a bucket they can do that. Good stuff.
Yeah. Are we still talking about those pickups? I just got a message.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I
From
just got
Eddie.
a me-
Eddie?
I just got a message here.
What did
Why
that?
don't you call Sammy?
So I did. I called him right there from the shop.
Call him right there from the shop. You got his number? You got his number?
Matthew over on Facebook sent me a message. He says, "I think it's a Mighty Might pickup." He's
What,
talking
in the
about
neck?
The single
In the-
coil.
He's
in the
talking
neck
about
and
that single coil. Yeah.
In the new Frankie?
No.
Yeah, the old original Frankie pickup, the bridge pickup was allegedly out of a 335, right?
The in the original Frankenstein, yeah, it was like Gibson PAF.
Yeah.
335.
Out of a 335 that he muled out.
This
Mhm.
one right here. I mean, you probably can't see it, but
And you can't show it.
well, Johnny. I mean, I could move my whole operation over
Move
there
my whole
and show
shoe.
you.
By the way,
But,
why are you back in the ghetto studio and not in the studio that we were so approving of last week?
For the time being, this works. So if I go out of sync, then I'll go.
I
to the other
forgot
computer,
about
but-
that. Yeah, you were in a totally different room.
You were
No,
a
it was
totally
right.
different
It was
guy.
just a totally different angle. I was like,
Oh.
Oh, really?
Oh, I thought it was. I
Yeah.
thought you were in your dining room or
Me
something.
too.
no, it was just doing this.
Man,
Oh, really?
Oh.
I thought it. So
Man,
you say
why-
My webcam.
everything
Why
is
all of us?
Everything is a lie now. I don't believe anything.
Wait a minute.
You
Oh, I
told
got the same curtains. You see? Yeah, it's all over there.
Palace Blinn is a hovel.
It's one room. I got a one room. No, it's my
He
bedroom
just- he goes
slash
to the
studio.
He doesn't even have to get up to go to the bathroom. His bathroom's right there.
I did just notice for the first time the window air conditioner, though.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
the first time I'm using it this year. I actually
Oh,
I
then that's
usually
probably
have
why-
the curtain up. Usually
Yeah.
the curtain's up.
Jay,
Curtains down usually.
Jay, were you around back that one time when we were looking at guitars? There was like 2 or 3 shows where we kept going back to some pictures that somebody posted of selling guitars or something, and I noticed their air conditioner in the back, how dirty it was,
Yes.
and we kept zooming in on this horribly gross room.
Oh
You-
man,
you
Yeah,
remember
somebody was
that?
selling-
Mine's clean. Mine's fairly clean.
No, somebody. That's right, dude. Somebody was selling. Wasn't it like a fake EVH guitar or something?
They were selling something.
Oh yeah, probably
and,
yeah.
And I couldn't stop looking at how dirty their air
Yeah,
conditioner
you're
was.
like,
It
"Oh,
was so- it was
gross."
horrible.
Yeah,
Man, that's funny.
that was probably a few months after I started with you
So that was
guys.
a while ago.
Oh yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It was, man.
And Jeff Alexander on Facebook says a Mighty Might. So we're still talking about that pickup. Let's just say it is. I'm not sure.
Now, which the new one or the old one?
The old one,
Okay.
because the new one
I
obviously
don't-
would be a Fender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The new one. But speaking of Mighty Might, let's whoa. Let's pull this up. Our friends over at FU Tone are now selling Mighty Might pickups.
Awesome.
No shit. Look at that.
Let's pull this up. Yeah.
They're slowly but surely taking over the world, aren't they? At FU Tone.
Oh man.
And for good reason.
Hi, buddy.
Let's
In other words,
see.
if you want the real pickup that Eddie had in there,
Call
We
Adam.
got Adam.
Let's see.
Mighty Might.
No, I wonder if he had it active at this when he had the white pick guard on the Frankie for that very short period of time, because he does have it sticking. I mean, it's on the pick guard. I know you can't see it from here, but you're all
can't.
familiar with that picture.
Yeah.
But he does. I wonder if he had it. Why I can't see if he has the switch on it. But.
What
He
was
might have had another
Yeah.
pickup in it. In the middle. He had a Telecaster pickup in the middle for a while.
There's nothing in the middle. It's an empty single coil spot on this one.
Okay. Oh, so that's afterwards then. That was
Yeah.
after that.
I think he only had that white pick guard on there for like a month or so. only that picture is one of the very few that has. I don't know if there's any other pictures with the white pick guard.
I have a bunch of pictures of him playing that guitar with the white pick guard. Where you actually
Aren't
just
you
see
special. Very proud of you.
I know Johnny would have it. If
Thank
anyone
you.
would have it.
Thank you. Where are those? Maybe I can find those, but I'm still trying to find. I want to talk about FU Tone and these new pickups they just started carrying.
You're in the tank for Adam, aren't you?
He's Adam's the man.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
We didn't get to hang out at NAMM this year. We missed each other. But Michael Smith, did you see Adam this year?
Oh, I hung out with him a couple of times.
Oh,
No, I did. In fact, one time I was walking by. He's like, "You're fucking all over the place." Every time I just ran into him. It's not like I planned the goddamn thing.
Hey, you're over there too. What the hell's going on?
It's interesting though, because after a few years of that, and you see this a lot of times when I go out to radio conventions and stuff like that, you end up seeing the same people from the same groups of people in the same places every year, whether you planned it or not. It's just you kind of, I guarantee you, even if you guys didn't know each other and went to NAMM every year, you would run into each other every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to go to the same rooms and the same displays because you have the same interests. With the exception of Jay, I think Jay is probably the biggest Ibanez fan of the rest of you.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know that you would see Jay. That Jay would see you guys all at the Ibanez booth, but he would certainly run into you at the EVH booth or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. Oh yeah,
and that's a cool thing.
That's the best thing about it is seeing people and seeing your online, your Facebook friends and
100%. That's the best part about it.
My favorite part about it is sitting in a certain, whatever guitar company's booth and watching endorsees come in and try to look like they don't want to be noticed. I saw it at the Deane booth. I was there with some friends who are endorsed by Deane, and the guys in Testament were doing a signing at the time. And while I was there, Uli John Roth walks in, and now Uli's wearing the headscarf and everything, so he's pretty conspicuous. But then Michael Batio walks in, or Batio, I guess. And he
Michelangelo.
walks, yeah, and
Did
he
have
walks
a
in.
guitar in each hand?
He what? No, he didn't. But if I can find the video, I want to find the video. I know I have it here somewhere. If I can find the video, I did play-by-play of with my phone. With my camera, I had one of those little bloggy cams that Sony put out years ago. And he walked in, and I was like, Michael, what's that on your head?
Damn.
Like right now, Nikki Sixx's hair is laughing at you. I'm like, really? So I'm like, it looks like a squid fell asleep on your head. And I was like, it's like this horrible, horrible play-by-play. And Michael's done nothing wrong. I'm just being an asshole.
I just became Facebook friends with him.
Did you really? You know what? I don't. I don't particularly like Nitro. Michael doesn't really do anything for me as a player until I started watching his instructional videos. And during the lockdown, he was doing some of these instructional videos, which a lot of it was plugging his.
He still is. Yeah.
Is he still doing them? Yeah.
He does. He does it all the time. Yeah.
And the two things that I realized is, wow, is he old? And second,
I was going to say, how old is he? He's
oh
got to
my
be
God.
70, right?
No, he is. He's really old.
Okay. Well, hang on.
His hair's not that old, but
Nerd.
Second, I thought
You
how great
ready?
he was.
Nerds.
It was so great. He did such a great job.
Paul, I don't think Johnny wants you to talk about this anymore.
Oh, no. Hey, man.
Hey. Whoa, wait a minute.
It's fine.
Wait a minute.
Someone's in hyperspace.
See, that's what I got to get a good background. I got to get like a green screen background so that way I can
right.
I might do that. Yeah. Nice.
Look at that. Nice.
Looks good.
Thanks.
Caleb from outer space.
He's copping Hal's gig. Hal did that when he was on with Jason McNamara, and it was awesome. He did it all.
Hal did that when he was doing I Love the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, I just see everyone's doing green screens, so
Yeah. No, it's great.
I had to get it on.
Mm-hmm.
How much does a green screen cost?
Good.
Oh,
$5.
I just got the fabric from Amazon, probably like $20.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big is it?
And I got the it's like
Clamps.
Caleb,
Yeah.
how big is it?
oh, that's what kind of show we're having tonight.
It's big and green.
Yeah.
It's got this green stuff all over it.
Yeah.
It's like Beetlejuice. You say Mancuda, 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 and then everything is all about sex.
I think it's like 5x8.
Wow.
Well, if I get one, I won't be able to wear my Nerd Halen shirt because it's green. So
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
we'll have to be careful. Have to
Oh,
be careful about that.
You can get a blue one.
It'll just be the floating, Nerd Halen.
Ooh.
You can get a blue one. But look
Yeah,
at
I'll
it.
get another.
But that's a great price for a pickup, for a decent pickup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me just say really quickly. Yeah. FU Tone. Yeah. Adam, they're stocking Mighty Mite pickups now.
Mhm.
He did a great video today. A demonstration video today. And anyway, that's if you guys remember Mighty Mite pickups, these are the new ones. So
Awesome.
yeah. And look at that. The mother bucker is $20K.
Jesus.
Whoa.
So that's a heavy.
It's just white noise. You just hit it. And you just
So that must be a bridge and a neck pair. Is that what that is?
Let me see. And Michael Smith.
The 20 and the 16.
Michael Smith. I wanted to ask you something after this.
Okay. Hi, Caleb.
Hi, Mike.
How
Captain.
are you?
I gotta tell you something about the captain when you get a chance. All
Yeah,
right.
bridge
But
position.
go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, you guys, check out FU Tone and the
$80,
Mighty Mite.
man.
Mighty Mite
$80
pickup.
is awesome for a good pickup.
Can I just take a moment and talk about what kind of human being Captain Michael Smith is?
Let's hear it.
Well, it
All
is his
right.
birthday, so let's feed him
It is tomorrow.
now. Yeah,
For me, it's
Today.
well, wait a second. What time is it by you, Michael?
Right. It's
He's got one more hour.
11:02.
12:02? Oh,
Oh,
11.
okay. So in an hour, in 58 minutes, everybody, we're gonna go ape shit.
All right.
We're gonna go 5150 on this.
Michael's
We're skipping
older
over.
where you are, Jay.
We're skipping over Bocephus mode and going straight to 5150.
I sent out a message.
That much less than
Check this out.
5150, you see.
I sent out a message,
Son of a
right?
sitch.
Because things suck so much around here and everywhere lately. Like one of the only things I'm looking forward to is the Frankie, right? So I sent out a message to the guy at Fender EVH, just asking him, like, can I expect that thing anytime soon? And I got a message back
it got looted.
saying that they're still getting their Ensenada plant up and running, and they
Oh, my
have,
goodness.
and the guitars are so back ordered, and they have to fill all the orders first before any of these guys get their free guitars, right? October.
Oh,
October. Right.
well, on the positive tip, we may
It's
not
gonna be
we
that
may
much
not
sweeter.
have a live show until then anyway.
Yeah, but I just wanted that thing bad, and but I told Mike in the chat today. We had a little message going back and forth, and I told him that because he's expecting his. Mike has one on order, and this is the kind of human being the captain is. He said, "Look, if I get mine before yours, I'll just send you mine, and then you can send me yours when you get yours."
Jesus Christ.
Are you fucking kidding me? So I gotta give it up to
What
the
a guy.
captain because that's just beautiful.
You know you're going to have to give him anal now.
Oh yeah, well, I was planning on that. As long as I don't have to get it.
So
I'm
Caleb,
good. Yeah.
Caleb, you know what you do now, right?
What?
If Michael gets his before you get yours and he sends you his, all you got to do is defriend him, and you get
Oh.
through.
Right? And no one will know.
No one will know.
No one will because Mike's real
Just
quiet.
go off the radar.
Doesn't really go on the internet a lot. It doesn't really post much.
Yeah, speaking
He's
of that, Michael, dude, you posted something today.
What a,
It was the one. It was the one about somebody was telling their friend that well, I don't know what they said, but it was something about
You
sending.
can really spin a tail, can't you, John?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to ruin the joke, but it's like something about sending a picture, a D pic,
Oh, yeah.
Richard pick.
Sending a Richard pick
A
to
Richard
somebody.
pick.
Like, what was it?
Yeah,
What was the?
Oh, he's pulling it out. I
She
mean,
had
I
to be
couldn't.
there.
Oh,
I couldn't
he's pulling
believe
it out.
it.
He's pulling it out.
It
Pulling it
was,
out.
Is this what you're talking about?
it was so. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Can we see? Can we see that? Can we read that?
I'm not into those.
Oh my god!
Look, he's got a fork in his fucking hand.
Yeah.
You know, though, I was really thinking though, like, and this is the weird part of me because I'm kind of OCD about numbers. If you know which of the two Frankies has more of a number I'm into, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, so you're gonna play his guitar for like 4 months, and you're gonna send him back the one.
I'm gonna ask him what number is the one, you know, that like the mine will come and then I'll go, oh, dude.
Which one do you want?
So you're
That
gonna
is-
pull a Steve Anderson on him.
That is Nerd Halen right there.
Right there.
That's you're keeping the nerd and Nerd Halen.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well, Michael, when did you order yours? You ordered yours right away, the first day, right?
Yeah. He should be getting his probably because people are getting there. So
Yeah, and people are getting there. As I'm seeing people posting it on Facebook.
yeah. So he's
I was told June or July, but that was a while ago before the pandemic hit. So I'm not sure how.
you were told June or we told May?
I was told June.
Oh, okay.
June
Interesting.
was the original one. Yeah.
Well, it's June 6th, so
And then
you're close.
they said it may be June or July, and that's the last I heard. Like I have to
Do
call.
they know it's your birthday?
Yeah, where the hell? It should be
Of
coming
course they
today.
do.
Do they have any idea they're dealing with a captain?
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny, get them on the phone.
if they know they're dealing with the captain, it'll be June 2021. So
Oh,
No,
Oh.
they're gonna deliver it Sunday to you. That's
What if you got it tomorrow?
That'd be-
It would be Sunday.
freaking awesome.
that'd be Sunday.
so that means Caleb would be getting it about Wednesday then.
Yeah.
Who did you order it through Amazon? Oh, you didn't order it through Amazon. You ordered it directly, right?
And Caleb, thank you for the kind words.
But Amazon delivers on Sunday, so that's why.
You know what? I know you pretty well, Mike, and as soon as I told you when, like, the October thing, I thought in my back of my head, he's going to offer me his. I just had a feeling because I know what kind of person you are. I really
That
did.
guy.
Jedi mind tricks.
Can I reenact it?
Go. Here we go.
Michael Smith's gonna get his before me. Let me ask him when, when he's
No,
getting
you don't
his,
ask him. Let me lead him on.
and then I'll make him feel bad. Like,
Yeah.
Let him know how bummed I am at October.
Yeah, and I'll act all you know, like upset about it. And he'll send me his when he gets it.
Yeah.
All we got to
I've
do
got-
is start talking about it, and I got that guitar.
I've got the
Yeah.
other side of it. I've got the other side where they're telling each other the story, and it's like a little child that secretly wants the toy. So like, so Michael's getting a Frankenstein, and I mean I don't want one, but Michael's getting one, and I know he likes it and stuff like that, and it looks pretty cool.
I don't want one though.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, if you were thinking about my birthday's coming soon, and I don't know. I mean, I guess I would take one if you gave me one, but I don't really want one. But Michael has one, and it looks really cool. I played Michael's, and it was kind of neat. It was neat, but I don't. I mean, I don't know if I really want one, but I mean, if I got one, I wouldn't give it back.
Word for word.
Yeah, that's what kids do. Little kids do that.
Yeah. But anyway, it's October. October is just a gut punch. That is
When it's
just, wow.
When
That's
it's all
crazy.
said and done, that is a ballsy humanitarian move, a move that not a lot of people would make, and of course that's why the captain is the captain.
And
You know-
on his birthday as well.
You know what would be the best?
There you go.
Oh, here you go.
You know what would be the best?
Scenario.
If Michael gets his guitar, let's just pick a date. June 15th. Let's just pick June 15th.
That's my birthday.
okay. On Johnny's birthday.
On Johnny's birthday,
Week from Monday.
On my
everybody
birthday,
gets
you get the
everybody gets a
guitar.
present, but Johnny.
Yeah.
Michael gets it June 15th, ships it to Caleb, and then the day after Michael ships it, Caleb gets his.
Yeah.
Or they
Wow.
get delivered on the same day.
Yeah, I wish that would happen. I got two
Well,
Frankensteins.
Who wants to put money
Which
on what?
one's better?
I'm going to say Michael's going to get it in the next week and a half.
Caleb has the fucking microscope out looking. Which is the real one? Which one's better?
Which is closer? Yeah, closer
exactly.
Yeah, because they're all different. So
Hey, let's do a giveaway.
Let's give
What?
away Caleb. Let's give away Caleb's.
Let's give away. Anybody have anything?
I've been trying to have a giveaway on Johnny's show for about a year. We haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble. Although I've got guitar picks, so
All right, let's do a giveaway for something cooler than a guitar pick.
but they have my name on them.
I got
Oh,
Nerd Halen picks. I got Nerd Halen picks.
Do you think Johnny? Do you think that we'll get pinched if we do that?
Anybody interested in a Van Halen anti-slip static mat for your turntable?
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
nice.
badass, dude.
Are
Need
you
a
kidding me?
turntable though.
Yeah, you just gave that away. You just gave that away.
you don't need a turntable.
Wow, that's rad.
so why don't we do a thing where if
Oh, now we're talking.
Got like a stack of posters.
Yeah, where's the scratching noises?
That's awesome.
Thumbnail.
we should do a giveaway for the day, everybody. Well, not. I guess it can't be everybody, can it?
I still don't understand anything. But
Well, just have people like pick the next
Yeah, pick a.
the next month or something, or 45 days.
if they can pick the
Yeah,
date that
Choose the date. Yeah. But what if like 15 people guess the date, and then I ain't sending 15 things to people?
it would be the first
Send
person
them
they guess.
something.
Yeah.
It's always if people guess the same number, it's always the first one.
Well, then how do we do this?
There you go.
You gotta make a tiebreaker.
I don't know.
I'm saying that Michael will get it in the next week and a half. So I mean, I would say let's pick a date. I don't know when the next week and a half. I'm not part of this, but I don't want to be part of the I don't want to win anything. But
Well, you're talking about it.
I would say, yeah. I mean, let's say Johnny's birthday. Yeah, let's say that June 15th.
Okay.
Ben Thomas
Which
says
there's
June
going to be
24th.
there's going to be a hella long birthday stream on June 15th.
I'm gonna say
Nice.
July 2nd.
Are we taking weekends out or just Sundays out?
It's just Sundays because
I'll stick to June 15th. Yeah.
well, it's
July
got
2nd on my
a
Sunday.
music store that I ordered from. So
You should call them.
Braden
And
Berglund says June 19th.
I did.
June 24th.
Are you writing
Mr.
it down,
Headstone
Johnny?
says
Are you writing
June
it down,
23rd.
Or is it just on record in the chat?
Amanda says July 5th. Should we?
It's in the chat,
I don't know if they have a-
and we can timestamp this.
John Biel go back and
meticulously, I'll go through them all.
I ordered it from Flipside Music. Flipside Music.
We need a secretary.
Awesome music store here in Denver.
secretary.
So.
Who would it be? Who
Take
wants
down
to
the
be our
minutes.
secretary?
Anybody else in the chat
Amanda as
have,
well.
have a Frankenstein coming?
Amanda's
Or
the.
is it
go
just
to.
me? It's just me and the captain. Anybody else have one coming?
Amanda's
I
a what, John?
I still don't understand what's even going on.
What do you mean?
You pick a date, and whoever
Picking the day that Michael will get his guitar.
Okay, so if somebody in the chat,
yes,
either in this chat here
Nails the
or,
date.
or down below afterwards, because we love comments in the chat on replay. So if somebody names the date, then they win
that
something.
final thing. That's
Something.
One of those.
Yeah, the turntable,
I'll
the Van
send
Halen turntable cover.
and how
also
about
need-
this one? The person who is the farthest away gets that rag that's next to Paul's desk.
Oh, this one, the one that Ace always grabs.
Oh my God.
They never trust a rag in a single guy's house.
No, here's the problem. Here's what happens. He brings it into me. This is like a dish towel that is sitting on. I usually have it on my.
He's telling you to do the dishes.
Yeah, my refrigerator door. Like, you put it through the door, the handle of the door, and all of a sudden he comes trotting in with it in his mouth, like he's so fucking happy about that he's able to do it. No, really?
Oh,
Heard that.
oh.
Yeah.
Pull a tooth out.
No. That
No,
was
he
him snapping.
Uh,
Well,
He's a good dog. He's a good dog, but he likes to eat shit.
Oh,
John, you have some answering to do because
Oh, boy, buddy.
Amanda wants to know.
Well,
what you
Amanda said she did the screenshots. She already she took care of it. She did the screenshots, so she
No,
already
you
took
said
care of it.
Amanda's something.
I think Amanda already has made a great secretary for us. So she's already taken down the minutes and the I was
it's your show,
I don't
John.
know. Amanda did a great job. Amanda already did a great job, and she already did
I still don't
what I was
understand what's
thinking
going on.
she'd be great at.
Yeah, somebody
I
just
know,
make
exactly.
sure that whoever wins this thing, you guys email me whoever it is, whoever the secretary is, email me who the person is and their address, and I'll send it off to them.
So if you have any more guesses, put it in the chat when Michael will get his, or Caleb, I guess whoever gets first.
I'm
No,
not
we
getting it
can't
first.
win.
And did anyone answer if they've ordered some? Did anyone answer
Oh yeah, who else ordered it?
in the chat if they've ordered?
Anybody else have one coming? I guess not.
Johnny, I sent you an IM.
Yes. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Okay.
You sending him pictures of your toe?
Yeah. The toe on his toes. It's so funny.
It's big toe.
I could send you a picture of the toe I broke last night.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What?
It's
No, you didn't. Did you?
almost. Yeah. It's pretty fucked up. It's an ugly looking toe.
Oh.
I was working on the bike in the garage, and I kicked the cast iron plates that are the base of my heavy bag stand. So I was walking, you stub your toe on a cast iron weight. It's a 50-pound plate.
Was it one of those like
Kick it.
pauses where you didn't say anything for like 20 seconds?
No,
and
my
then-
eyes went white. I was
Oh, the worst.
Oh. Here, I'll send Johnny the picture and he can decide whether or
Oh,
not.
he's gonna love that.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh, man.
now you're sending me pictures.
It's one of the most disgusting things you'll see today. So
Is that a dick pic?
no, but it's a pretty gross toe.
Before I
Wait,
put it up,
send it to the chat or the Straturday Night Live chat and Facebook.
Straturday.
So we all get that.
We all get it. Oh,
You guys all gonna get it.
no.
I put a link into the, my friend Ike, who owns the music store, Flip
You
Side
asked for it.
in Denver.
Where's
so
the
anybody wants to go on there? Just check him out. He's a cool dude. Mom and pop shop.
Oh,
Oh, gross!
I gotta look.
Oh my god!
Oh, dude.
Looks like Keith Moon's toe.
After the explosion.
Yep.
Oh my god!
And are we supposed to show that or not?
No.
Please.
Why? Why would you? I mean, why?
Oh,
Told you. Yep. Yep. That's what happened. Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like when you kick a steel weight. That
Oh.
toenail is all fucked up, and that toe is hurting.
oh. You need a hammer just to get that nail back in.
Yep. That nail is fucked up.
Oh.
I had a trailer.
I mean, it was fairly
fall on
gross
my-
to begin
like
with, but
I'm just glad
on
that's
my
a
toe
toe.
when I was a kid. My toe has been split for the last 35 years. My toenail has been split down the middle because I had a trailer hitch land on my toe when I was probably like 10 years old, and it's been split ever since. I've had like two,
Thanks for sharing.
yeah, that nail
doesn't grow correctly. It's I won't show you though.
No, I said thanks for sharing.
Yeah, that nail was almost ripped off, as you can tell.
Oh.
yeah.
Play us the song.
Oh my God.
God
I'm
almighty.
caught again.
Someone's high as fuck. Someone's high as fuck.
I like that one. Do that one again. Oh God.
I knew Johnny was setting something up.
I don't think that's Johnny. Is it?
I think so because he plugged something in. So I heard.
Oh my God! I'm gonna get out of here. That's
Stop! Oh my God!
What is doing? What is
Oh
happening?
my God!
Hey.
Oh my God!
Amanda says camel toe. No, with a dude, it's a moose knuckle.
Moose knuckles. Yeah.
I know. That's what I said.
Oh, my God.
Johnny is the biggest child when he finds a sound effect board, man. When he can find a soundboard, he's a fucking happy boy.
Oh my God.
Johnny can't speak right now. He's laughing so hard he can't speak.
Go get the
Yeah,
beer.
it's like a Tuesday now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Anyway, that's for the picture. Thank you.
Right, Amanda?
Oh, man.
Oy, oy, oy.
Oh, they got different farts. Ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, Straturday Night Live.
I really want one of those.
Yo, anybody have the alarm clock that did this?
Yes.
Or this one?
No, it just sounds like Michael Winslow standing in your hallway.
Oh,
This is now turned to Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
wow.
I no longer want my name associated with
Okay.
anything to do with this show.
Oy.
All right.
Right now, Mancuda is bumming. That there's already six people in the chat, and Nesdal shut us off.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is around the time where Nestor wakes up to take a shit. So
Somebody call him.
He's watching it on the can right now.
Oh my god.
Wow.
All right. That's not me. That's not me.
Triggering all kinds of images. Thank you.
Amanda, grade 3. Boys are loving it. Grade 3, you're giving us too much credit.
That's how you can tell Amanda's from Canada
Yeah.
because she refers to it as grade 3 instead of third grade.
Right?
Grade 3. I'm still a grade 2.
She matriculated.
what is
Oh.
that code for?
Right? Clean up. aisle
Matriculated.
three.
That's Canadian for graduating.
God, how many times can you matriculate?
Unbelievable.
All right. So what do we got, Caleb? You got something we could talk about besides
Sure.
listening to this?
Yeah. God, I wish there was something new this
Talk
week.
about-
Like,
Well, Renoff gave us a couple of little tidbits that
right?
were
I like
interesting. I mean, not necessarily fully inside stuff, but kind of getting us up to date on what's going on with.
the Michael McDonald story was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It just shows you how much money you can make off of a record that sells, 15 million copies.
Right.
Holy smokes! That guy's been on some songs, And for him to say that the fourth single off 1984 is the biggest paycheck he ever got,
Think of that.
that's crazy.
Yeah, the fourth single,
The
right?
fourth
Yeah.
single.
That's crazy to me.
So now ask yourself, what do you think a guy like Steve Lukather is worth?
Oy.
Who is
Yeah.
arguably the greatest session guitar player in the history of recorded music.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, how many number one hits has he been on? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like,
So imagine if he got a point on the back end of those records. Holy
I'm
shit.
sure he did.
Sure. No,
Right.
I mean, he is the guy. I mean, if you need a guitar player that can play anything on any song at any time,
He's gonna do
Lukather is
it.
the guy. Yeah.
well, wasn't he on Thriller? He was like the main guitar player on Thriller. wasn't
Yes. Oh,
he?
Toto
So
is the band.
that's got to be his
Toto
big
is the
paycheck.
band on Thriller.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, no, it's and he's on Ghostbusters, and he's on, I mean, just go down the list of the songs that Luke is on, and you say to yourself, well, if Michael McDonald made that kind of money off of the fourth single off of 1984, what does Luke make off of those records?
Yeah, like
Jesus.
Toto is like the second wave Wrecking Crew. Like
Right,
the
pretty much,
Wrecking
yeah.
Crew, was on every Motown pop hit in the 60s and the 70s.
But a lot of them didn't even get like the royalties that.
Oh, no,
somebody
no.
Like, certainly that Michael McDonald would be making.
No, but they have bragging rights. Like an old friend of my dad's, this guy Don Peake is one of the guitar players in the Wrecking Crew, and he actually helped record our Christmas song for Nerd Halen, and he's just the greatest dude in the world, and is letting me use his studio before all this madness, and he you bring up a song and he goes, "Oh, I played on that," like holy shit.
I met Steve Lukather not this year, 2 years ago when I was at NAMM, and such a nice guy.
Yeah, I actually
such a nice guy.
Oh, okay. I have something. He played at the Jam a few months, like a month before lockdown, and I was able to talk to him.
Oh, cool.
Backstage, and he divulged some interesting information. He said that Eddie recorded his solo for Beat It at 5150.
Really?
Yes, and
That's funny because that's not how Eddie told the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't think that Eddie would be coming in during the same sessions as Luke. I think
and
they would have recorded those master tracks probably days or weeks.
No,
aside.
what happened was they asked Eddie to do it, and he said, "Let me hear it. Send the tape over." And they brought the tape up. Probably must have been a brand new studio, okay? Because this is what late 82, late 82, or early 83. I don't know when.
Something like that. Yeah.
And the story is, if you can find Lukather telling the story about how Eddie wanted to solo over a different part of the song.
Yeah.
Not the part they wanted him to solo over. So Don Landee, who's the genius, literally splicing half-inch tape to make it fit.
Yeah, they rearranged it.
And then like apparently they had to replay to it or something, but it came out perfectly in time the way they did it. And it was like a 1 in 100 chance of them doing it.
And this is the brilliance of that. Again, like you were saying, Don Landee cutting tape. It's not like, we take for granted how easy it is. Hello, buddy. We take for granted how easy it is to edit a record nowadays, because everything digitally, you could just copy, paste, throw it in there, quantize, pitch correct, all that shit. Those guys literally had a razor blade and a grease pencil and an editing block. And if they got it wrong, it was fucked. The tape
got it wrong.
The master was fucked. And we're talking about the number one song of all time downloads.
Yeah, no, I mean it's
the number one song.
That's what those guys did.
And Caleb, that came out.
Is it still the number one album?
November
the most selling album?
November 30th, 1982 is when it came out. So it was.
So if it was recorded, it had to be summer of 82.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
most likely.
It still flip-flops back and forth with Eagles' greatest hits 71, 75.
They're dueling it out.
But I mean that's a good fight to have, to sit back and watch
what an
You know.
accomplishment that album is. It's a great album.
It's a
And
phenomenal.
that was the
album.
biggest single. That was probably the biggest single from it, I would think. Of not
Billie
only
Jean,
his
I think,
career,
was bigger.
No, Billie Jean was bigger, yeah, and Thriller was massive as well.
Yeah.
But
with the video, yeah.
The video,
face it.
that video, man, that's set
Non-
the bar.
non R&B fans don't hear that record if Eddie Van Halen doesn't play on it.
Nope.
No,
It stays in R&B radio,
Right.
and
It brought it
clubs.
across the street. It brought
Yep.
it across the street.
Yeah, I mean
sure.
that did for pop music what Run DMC did for hip hop, which was when they put those heavy guitars in Rock Box.
But-
all of a sudden, other people started paying attention.
It is more or less a rock album. I mean, it's an R&B rock album. I mean, because
It is now by today's
the
standards.
band
it's
behind it
absolutely-
all is a rock band. Yeah, I mean, Quincy did his magic on it, but
I don't
for
know
the
how
most
much
part,
I don't know
you
how much
strip it
magic
down.
he did. I mean, you think about how good Toto was, and the way the editing was done on that record.
By that
know-
time, yeah, they were all fully professionals. You know,
Yeah, I
including
think at that
especially
point-
Michael.
I think that Quincy Jones at that point is basically the guy in the room because he and Michael Jackson have such a long-term relationship. Because those songs were so strong and those performances were so strong. What does a producer have to do in that situation?
True.
It's not like he had to go in and go, well, guys, why
But
don't you try this? Because the
who-
reality was,
I mean, did Michael Jackson do all the arranging and writing of the actual, of the songs, or did he just do lyrics? I don't know what was Michael Jackson's part
I don't know.
on most of his stuff. I mean, I know he's
there's a
a
lot of
piano player. I know he plays
there's
piano.
a lot of like I remember hearing demos years ago of him. He writes where he just sings the parts.
Yeah.
He just hums and sings the parts, and then the musicians take over.
well, it's like what we were talking about earlier with Steve Vai being his birthday. Steve Vai's first job was originally to write the music that Frank Zappa was playing. Frank never wrote the music. He just played the riffs and all that
Well,
stuff.
so that's where
Steve's job-
Quincy Jones comes
Steve's
in.
job was to transcribe it and go, oh, that's what he's playing. Okay, hear it and make it and put it in visual form.
Mhm.
Wait, what was the date released again? The release date?
November 30th, 1982.
And guess
I gotta
what was
look on
number
this.
one in March of 1984?
Oh, yeah.
Jump.
Right? No,
It was
that
that
same record.
that record.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
The reason why
Crazy, man. Think of that.
Isn't it? Yeah.
the reason why 1984 didn't go number one was Eddie Van Halen's fault for kicking off the riff of Thriller.
Yep.
That's why
Yeah.
1984 only went to number two, because it was beaten by, and everybody that was below Thriller for 2 years considers that they had a number one record, because there was no way. It's like, it was
How many singles came out of that?
That's
Off-
insane, man.
Thriller.
There's seven.
I think there was all but two songs. I think it was all but two songs on that. Were
It was
singles.
like Hysteria. Almost every song was a single
Mhm.
yeah.
and a hit, not just a single, but a hit.
No, yeah, a hit
Yeah,
that
like a
lasted for
smash.
a long time. Yeah.
Like, you can almost hear everything off of Thriller still on pop radio today.
You can go to a wedding and the whole record is played during
So
the
what was
dance.
it about that album? I mean, just looking back, whatever, 35 years later, what was it, or almost 40 years now? What was it that, I mean, because we're all, we all know music, but what was it that was so amazing? I mean, I think it is a great, it's a great album, but
Well,
Kevin's so
marketing,
far beyond just
marketing
great.
helped, but he was the most dynamic.
MTV.
He was the most dynamic performer in the world at the time, and
It was his personality, his dancing, and all that.
his
and-
his image.
He
opened the door for
put a
Prince,
show
too.
on. When he was live, I mean, he put a show on.
Choreography. I mean, it was all choreographed at that point.
Well, I mean, it's the
Like
next
the
logical.
MTV Awards when he did the moonwalk for the first time.
It's the next logical progression from James Brown. I mean, James Brown did his thing, and then Sly Stone sort of took it in the '60s to the early '70s, and then the Jackson 5 in the mid '70s and stuff, and then Michael took it over and did his thing, and then Prince sort of jumped on it, and now you can see that lineage drops down to Bruno Mars today. Bruno Mars is a modern day Michael Jackson.
But this album sold, 10 times more than any of those albums. And it's just, I mean, it was the right place, the right time with MTV, with him, the songwriting, the band, Quincy Jones. I think it's just right place, right time. I think
It's
is
one
what
of
it is.
those albums.
and he's the first black artist on MTV.
Johnny, back
So-
that up. I think it just said 33-time platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let that sink into your freaking
Yep.
head. I mean,
Is that 33 million? It's got to be more than 33 million.
no,
Or is it
platinum
300 million?
33 times.
Platinum is
33 times.
platinum's $1 million. Yes.
so that's 30.
That's
No,
in that's
33
in the
million.
United States.
So 33 millions.
That doesn't count. That there it goes.
Well, I don't think Van Halen sold that
Best-selling album
many
of all
in their whole.
time.
Actually, yeah, they have.
Van Halen's only sold like 67 million records. So
It says
like,
Yeah.
Thriller
put that in
Remains.
perspective.
There you go. Thriller Remains the best-selling album of all time with sales of 66 million copies worldwide.
Oh my god!
That's the
So shouldn't it be 66 platinum?
well, no,
Like,
back to the United States,
Worldwide.
I
Oh,
think,
worldwide,
right? Yeah, second best album. There you go. In the U.S., it was certified,
Certified
33 platinum. Yep.
See, the Recording Art Industry Association of America. So that's American sales for 33 platinum. So
Man,
crazy.
just think of how many bands would love to have 1%.
Yeah.
One platinum album, yeah.
One platinum record.
Yeah.
One time. Yeah.
I just like to have a tape of my own music for sale somewhere.
You do well.
It's fine with me.
Well, you can always put it up for sale.
Yeah,
I
there's
know.
no
Well,
music stores
I mean,
open right now, so
Yeah.
But I think I asked Lukather how many times like Eddie tried it. He didn't know because the rumor is there were 2 solos and they just picked one. But that's a rumor.
it was really Steve Lukather knocking on the door, right? He
Yeah.
wanted to come in and do the solo.
Yeah, right?
Wasn't that the story?
No, I think it's a road case actually. It's a road case.
I can
Well,
make better.
it's in time, so whatever it is, it's part of the song.
that story, I know that story is ridiculous.
But
Well, on that 2.5 Men, didn't Eddie play his guitar in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe he was recording the solo in the bathroom, and that's somebody banging on the door because they had to use the room.
All right.
You know?
What do you say?
2 burritos and a root beer float.
Yeah. It'd be great to hear that alternative solo, though.
I'd love to
Right.
hear that.
I mean, I've said this before. There's this one harmonic in that solo, to me, which is the coolest thing ever.
What part?
You guys, you probably know what it is. Just
What?
imagine the beat it solo. Imagine that harmonic. There's a certain
Playing it in my head right now.
yeah. I can't. I mean, the thing is, we can't play it on here, but
The tapped harmonic.
no, it's
That scream he does.
it's a bent. It's a bent.
That scream he does on
It's a
it.
scream harmonic. Yeah.
God almighty, that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's this particular one that he does, and I've heard that. Just for me, hearing that was the same thing as hearing the flanger on Unchained for the first time. It was the same type of thing. Like, wow, what's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Well,
Well,
know,
you can go ahead on YouTube and look for the isolated guitar and just put your headphones on and
I was gonna say, is there an isolated track to that?
yeah.
I have it. Yeah.
what I love about that solo is the end. Not
Where you go, yeah.
just the part where he just like lays it like it's like the last moment and you're just like, oh man, like he just sticks a knife in everybody. Like
Yeah.
it's
And, to get
You
that-
know.
and of course, to get the king, to get that sound, that
Mhm.
sound, man, oh man.
So was there speculation about which rig he was using to record that, or did he say he used the Marshall or Luke's rig or what?
There's-
I know
there's always been speculation, but since Luke told me that he did it at his place, then it's obviously his rig. That's
that would, if that's the case,
which
which would make more sense, I would think. I think that would make sense.
And there's no reason for him to say it if it, I mean,
I thought that was a bit.
They
of
don't
breaking
necessarily
news.
have to send him the master tape. They could just send him a recording of it, and he can play along to it on a 1/4-inch recording, and then send that to them and sync it up. Who knows how they did it, but
No, they brought the master up.
that would
there
be
and
more difficult. That would be more
and
difficult to do.
They recut the song. They basically restructured, rearranged a Michael Jackson song at 5150, him and Don, and probably didn't even ask permission.
It's like, we'll take care of this, guys. We got this. Don't worry. We'll give it to you when it's done.
Because he was supposed to solo over the dun 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 dun, right?
Yeah.
He was supposed to solo over that
because
part.
it is a unique. It's a unique kind of the way they, or arrangement of the song, I should say.
Does anybody here own Thriller right now?
Yeah, I have the special edition on iTunes.
I had.
Imagine if Eddie asked for money on that.
I had the picture disc.
Right.
Eddie didn't make a dime off that record. Didn't make a dime off it.
You didn't even get like a bonus or anything
No.
for it? I wonder if Michael sent him flowers or something.
Who knows?
He might have got flowers, but no, he didn't. He didn't get anything
need
from
it. He doesn't need it.
He didn't want.
You know.
He didn't want the rest of Van Halen knowing that he even did it.
No.
Right.
Right. He thought it would probably just go like under the radar. Yeah. Turns out no. It only kept them from going number one. So
For years.
and I think Dave was bitter. I remember Dave in the interviews right after that. I was like, "What? He plays the same fucking solo for us all the time. Who cares?" That was his reaction to it.
But it's the greatest solo ever.
It's
one of them.
It's up there. It's up there. Definitely. It definitely was cool. It was cool because of all the, all the people that didn't know who he was. And I was such a huge fan at the time. It was right after I'd met him, and then the song came out. So it was like vindication that all these people love this song and, this super guitar hero.
I don't think I knew it was Ed until
it's on it.
late. And maybe like after I discovered Van Halen. I knew about Beat It before I knew about Van Halen being on it.
You mean the song?
The song, yeah.
Hey,
knew
Jay.
about Beat It, too. Yeah.
The best thing you could say about that solo is the fact that it's one of the greatest like pop rock songs ever. Beat It.
Sure.
Pop rocks.
Think of how great the song is. The solo even like enhances that. You know what I mean? Like
Pushed
if you
it
just
over
had
the
an
edge.
average solo in there, it would almost take the song down. But the way it builds up, and especially like you guys talk about the note at the end, and then the Eddie has the best pick slide in the business.
I was just saying the pick slide at the end of that solo is maybe the best of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's so there's
So why was
much ball behind it? Yeah,
why was that the song that Ed was chosen to play on?
Yeah, Cobra Kai in the chat says, but Eddie goes into detail about going into the studio and meeting with Quincy and Michael. We know Eddie's famous for embellishing. He's even told people how to rewire their amps, and it's totally wrong. And thousands of people fucked up their amplifiers.
Yep.
Because he
Don't
just
forget to boil your strings too.
Right. He told everybody to boil their strings. He's laughing at all these kids boiling their fucking strings. I was one of them. And I was very surprised when Luke Ether told me that solo was cut at 5150 and that him and Don were the only ones there that were, present for it. So that was it was one of those things where you hear it and you're like, no, that's not true. But you're hearing it from the rhythm guitar player on the track, so it has to be true. So
But
do you think that's
let's get the timeline right.
Do you think that's the first thing written?
That's what I'm
recorded?
saying. Yeah.
First thing recorded at 50 is that?
it could be.
When did he open?
Because 84 was the
When did
first
he
album
open it?
done there,
It was.
which was later.
Yeah, they didn't start working on that record till February, March 83. So
I knew you were
and
gonna.
I met Eddie in March 83.
Let's go to the Book of Renoff and see what he says.
Well, I didn't push
We'll
that.
Just talk to him.
So
John, you got to get one of those plastic noses,
They already got a big enough nose.
dude. I'll make a mold of mine and send it to you.
I got a big enough nose myself. I don't know if you can see.
I want to point something out because Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs is trying to do everything he can to lift his leg on this conversation. Yes, Michael Jackson was a horrible human being and should have been prosecuted and convicted for the stupid shit that he did. The fact that takes nothing away from his musical accomplishments and or the things that he did. They are mutually exclusive concepts. You can be a great musician and an asshole at the same time. He isn't the first. He won't be the last. He's not the only. So we can let that go. Yes, we know the allegations. We know what happened and all that stuff. That has nothing to do with how brilliant his music is. And in fact, his music is still played on the radio every day across the world, and other people that have behaved in that way don't get that, and that speaks to the volume and the proficiency of his music. So, I mean, they're just two different things. You can shit on it all you want, but you're wrong. His music is great. His music is great. He's a bad person. He's a bad person.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do.
If he was convicted, it might be a different story. Like if details came out of stuff, then I don't think you'd be hearing him on the radio anymore. But
no innocent person agrees to an out-of-court settlement. No innocent person does that. Everybody, when you can buy somebody off, you do that. No innocent person pays tens of millions of dollars to make something go away. If he did nothing wrong, he would have written check 0. If you're an innocent person, you stand up on the stand and you fight for your innocence. The fact that he wrote a check to make this thing go away means there's something more to it, and that makes him a bad human being. All of that said,
too many people with the same story. Yeah, too many people with the same story.
And that's okay. I'm not saying that the story is okay and that what he did was okay, but it takes nothing away from his musical brilliance. Nothing. They're two totally separate and unique concepts. And his music can be fantastic. You know, look, Elvis diddled underage girls too. Jerry Lee Lewis, incest, underage.
Cousin.
So Chuck Berry ate shit. So deviant behavior is commonplace across the board.
All right, I got a question for you guys, and in the chat too. If you had to choose, one was real or one was true and one was fake. If you had to pick one real and one fake, O.J. Simpson or Michael Jackson. If you had to choose one or the other, one happened, one didn't.
Michael
Jackson's happened.
Michael Jackson. No. If I wish if there was one that you could say that was fake, Michael Jackson. I want that to be fake because children. That's
that's not why I'm asking. I'm just saying if you were like I'm saying believing one or the other. How about that?
They both.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I think they both happened.
I
believe both happened.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if never mind.
What are you asking?
We're trying to say which one would we want to be fake or which one really should have been fake.
Of course, I wouldn't want the whole. No, what I'm saying is if one, like which one, if you had to choose one to believe,
you know evidence show which one has the best evidence. Like,
believe which one of the two of them was innocent?
No, never mind, man. Get off. Yes. Yeah. How about that?
Are those M&Ms?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, are you eating more of that shit? I still don't understand people that think OJ was framed or anything like that. The guy was nuts. The guy was
crime of passion.
The guy was horrible person, and everybody knew it. Everybody knew it.
Still one of the greatest football players of all time. What he did off the field has nothing to do with what he did on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't erase his accomplishments on the field. That doesn't mean that he's a fucking douchebag, scumbag.
He is a douchebag, scumbag. We know that.
Yeah.
Great actor.
And, you know, as far as a football player, phenomenal.
Nordberg.
He was good in those movies. Right?
That's the only OG I know.
Good,
is the guy in those movies. I'm not a I didn't follow, his football stuff or any of that, but I was watching him on the news when that whole thing happened, that Bronco chase. I remember watching that.
Who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was watching. It was the Knicks were in a playoff game, and
they cut into the championship.
Yeah. I was
What
like,
was that? Metallica.
I'm watching a Bronco being chased by cops, and then all of a sudden, OJ's in there.
Yeah, I was
bigger
at
news.
a Metallica concert, and at the Orange County Fairgrounds in '94. I forget the date, whatever the hell the date the Bronco was. But I remember my mom picked me up. My mom picked me and my buddy up, and when I got in the car, she started telling us what was going on, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's like June 16th, '94.
I was house sitting for my aunt. I remember.
I lived a block and a half from the murder scene then.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you heard the
Yeah.
cops, all this,
Oh, dude, and it became just a go-to place. There were crowds there. Like they had to close down the street for weeks. Like it was sick.
Mhm.
I still hear Al Michaels.
Oh, that was the best call
Peter-
ever.
Peter, this is Al Michaels. I just want to let you know that that was a
Farcical
totally
call.
farcical call. And the caller invoked the name of a very popular.
Scared.
He be looking real scared.
He is scared.
Baba
Right.
Booey to
I'm a
y'all.
bully for y'all.
Boy.
That's awesome.
He invoked the name of a very popular radio host.
Yes.
I actually watched Private Parts last night.
great movie.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear when Howard had Al Michaels on at that point, and he had
Yeah.
Billy West doing Al Michaels?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Al Michaels was furious.
Was he?
Yeah. Because it was because Billy West starts doing the Al Michaels impression, saying, "Peter, you're a jackass. You don't know what's going on here." And Al Michaels is going, "I just want to let you know that that's not me doing Al Michaels' voice." He was getting so pissed.
He had a much better sense of humor later on, though, when he came
Yeah.
on. Al Michaels. I worked at a golf store in West LA, and I was the shoe guy. It was like this huge superstore, and Al Michaels came in, and he was getting shoes, and we were talking for like an hour. Just the nicest guy in the world, and it's so weird to talk to somebody with that famous a voice.
Speaking of shoes, did you ever put any of those top shoes on one of them? Wait. Hey guys.
Oh. Oh my God.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Michael's meme right there.
Yeah. So it's very strange.
That's my foot.
I'm,
Well,
I'm sorry, Caleb. I totally ripped off your whole story.
No. I mean, it's. I don't know if you've met. People have met famous people, I'm sure here, but when it's someone with that kind of iconic voice,
mhm.
and you're looking them in the face, and they're talking in that voice, it's the strangest thing in the world, because they're using that voice and those words toward you. So
I
it's like
remember
a different thing. Like he's the guy who said, "Do you believe in miracles?" It's one of the most famous voices in the history of sports.
Mhm.
Is Al Michaels. And to just have him conversate with you, he can't eliminate the sound of his voice. It's the same voice. So for me, that's a trippy thing.
Did you did anybody else freak out the first time you heard Gene Simmons' voice? Like when he got up to the microphone with all the makeup on and all that stuff, he was on like the Mike Douglas show or something like that. And he comes up and he's like, "And now I have this very serious voice." And you're like, "Wow, what?" Like the timbre of his voice was unbelievably like hypnotizing.
Mm-hmm.
His speaking voice, because you're so used to hearing the "Yeah" on stage, and then he gets up and he has this very soft and
That was
very
like Casey
well-spoken,
Kasem when I first saw Casey Kasem on the
Right.
we always heard him on the radio
Casey
before
Kasem.
I had ever seen him, and he just like did
Ponderous,
not look
man.
like he sounded.
Fucking ponderous, man. Ponderous.
All right, here we go.
Wasn't Casey Kasem?
He played Shaggy, didn't he?
Shaggy. Yeah, he was the voice for
Scooby, Shaggy or Scooby?
It was Shaggy.
Shaggy?
He was-
Yeah.
I remember here because my kid, we go to the library and we get Scooby Doo discs and stuff, and there's the Hall of Justice. What is it? Super
Yeah,
Friends?
Super Friends.
The Super Friends and Scooby Doo. like on the same cartoon.
Yo, your internet's cutting out. It sounded like you said it was like Scoob Doo.
Scoob Doo. So you got Shaggy in the same scene with Robin, okay, and it's Casey Kasem, and he's doing the same voice. Yeah, he was the voice of Robin on Super Friends, and obviously Shaggy.
And how weird was it like to hear like Harvey Korman as the Great Gazoo, or when Vincent Price did the Mad Scientist and all the Bugs Bunny cartoons? You know, and you were like, and you could recognize the voice, but you didn't know who it was until you put it together later on in life. But as a kid, you're like, hey, that sounds familiar. Who's that voice? You know? And
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I was blown away when I heard Vincent Price in a Bugs Bunny show. And the chick that was Rocket J Squirrel.
Oh, Caleb, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, check this out. So it's a small town around here in Southern California. My brother went to school with
oh my god,
with OJ's first daughter. So in like 1980, check this out. In 1980,
Johnny, you got to put that up.
I'm setting it up. The school picnic at the end of the year, this private school that my brother went to, there's a big party, and OJ came, and this is 1980. He's like the biggest star in the world, biggest athlete in the world, and we got a picture with him. And I found the picture in an old album, and I added something to it.
which really looks like hate speech.
Go ahead.
Okay, you want me to show this? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he just has to be shown.
Okay. Hang on.
So what I'm getting out of this is that Caleb was the second man on the grassy knoll.
Oh yeah.
Caleb is
no, he's
OJ's
Caleb
right.
is Nostradamus.
That's me up front there.
No, it's you on the right, I thought.
No.
I don't know. I've seen some of the old pictures of Caleb. He looks like the guy to OJ's left.
No, our left. I meant to say OJ's right. Our left.
Oh, that's funny.
Awesome. I had to.
It's so fucking awesome.
It's
no,
really,
you didn't.
The
You
plate
didn't
is
have
really
to,
his
Caleb, but I'm
autograph.
glad you did.
His autograph. That's what I'm holding up. Is his autograph.
But yo, you gotta superimpose a glove on there.
Yeah. Well, he's got his right hand on my brother's, shoulder. So I'm like, oh my God, that's the murder hand,
Murder hand.
right there on your shoulder, bro.
You were this close.
Mm-hmm.
You should show this picture. Look, he almost got me.
Yep.
I have a picture somewhere with Jim Rice. I got his autograph. That was in the paper at one point back 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Your picture was in the paper
99%
with Jim
of
Rice?
you don't know who that is.
With Jim Rice.
Who's Jim Rice?
Yeah, I mean, he's a Red Sox.
Red Sox.
It was Jim Rice, I know.
Jim Rice, cleanup for the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah. The hell
That
of
was
a
the
power.
first famous person I think I ever met.
Left field, Jim Rice. Yeah, so that was interesting. What was even crazier was so that was probably 1980. Then cut to 1991. I have a job at some restaurant in Santa Monica as like a barista, and the head chef at the restaurant is Jason Simpson.
Oh boy.
And
What's the relation? Is that his?
that's his son. That's his first son from his first marriage, and also he's rumored to be involved because of the DNA.
I've heard that.
Like it could have been him.
Michael! What's going on there, Michael?
Well, my wife is
Happy birthday!
Oh,
Happy birthday, Mike.
Oh, it's his birthday.
Let's sing it. Ready?
Man.
Happy birthday
To you.
Oh my God.
This is where the delay kicks in.
birthday to
you.
Happy birthday,
Dear Captain.
My
Happy
Day to you.
Well, it's about fucking time Michael Smith had a birthday one time, I see.
Thank you all.
Totally out of sync. Absolutely.
Yep. That's
Too
exactly
slow.
the way it
You
should
gotta
go.
speed
Glory saying hi.
Good to see Santa Claus making an appearance.
Whoa.
Glory.
What was that?
My brother's here.
Oh, hey.
Really, you're
Oh,
ignoring
wow.
your family for this?
Say again. What'd you say?
So you're ignoring your family for this?
Absolutely. They didn't get me anything.
Why?
So fucking, they're useless.
Why?
Why?
They're useless. Fuck
They're
'em.
useless. Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em.
Fucking,
Fucking mook.
Killer.
This is
Killer.
he may be a muke, but he's my muke.
The mook.
Muke. What's a muke?
That's from the thinner. Ah, thinner.
Dane, right? Now get back to talking about murderers.
Yeah. Let's get away from happy birthdays that you made it for another year. Let's talk about fucking psychotic
Death.
murderers.
Look, I about a week before the murder, there's a market used to be in Brentwood right there across from the Mezzaluna on San Vicente Boulevard, which is a block from where I live. And I saw OJ in there at the Westward Ho. It's called
He
the
be looking
Westward Ho.
really scared.
And he was not OJ Simpson. He was sweaty and in a rush and agitated.
and guilty.
Totally paranoid.
And this is a week before the
Really?
murder. And I remember it distinctly, like it was like something's wrong with that dude. You know, because a lot of people saying he was on meth and stuff and some crazy shit.
Do you remember the story that he walked in while Marcus Allen was balls deep in Nicole?
I know that there was that story that they
Yeah.
were, yeah.
I remember
Wow.
that story, and apparently, like he was, according to Marcus Allen, he was cool with it because Marcus was his boy,
hmm
which is so weird.
Yeah.
You know, little wife sharing thing, I guess, going on
Oh
there.
yeah.
I mean, that doesn't mean she should have been fucking killed. I don't think that justifies it, but just so weird.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird shit going on, but I thought it was interesting because I remember when it actually happened a week later. The first thing I thought it was like, oh my god, he was fucking crazy last week. You know, like I remember that vibe, like it was a vibe for sure.
That's sick, man.
It is.
Did you see him a lot? Just around?
No, not really. No,
What was his career at that point?
Well,
I know he had done the. I
like-
mean, he certainly wasn't playing football anymore.
he was a commentator. He
But-
was like an NBC sideline reporter.
Color analyst.
Sideline guy for NBC. I think at that point he was doing sidelines, but he'd already had been on Monday Night Football and whatnot. But he was doing films. He's obviously in the Naked Gun films and
Yeah, what else?
Yeah.
What other films did he do?
He'll always be Nordberg.
he's in a great movie called Capricorn 1. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that movie, but it's about faking the moon
That was
landing. Check it out, Jay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Check it out.
I never saw that.
Yeah. Great movie. It's with Sam Waterston, he's basically my uncle, my dad's best friend. So,
Cool, man.
Basically,
yeah.
Is it on any of the streaming?
I don't know. I haven't searched for it, but it's called
it's on
Capricorn 1.
VHS.
James Brolin is in it. Great movie. Great idea. They
It's on
basically,
Betamax.
Betamax.
could-
I think it was a
How could you
Mars
have-
trip. Was it a
how
Mars
could you have-
trip?
Left out OJ's great move in Goldie and the Boxer.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh yeah.
That's why I left it out. Yeah, Towering Inferno, Hellface.
Wait
Yeah,
a second. Wait, they
That's right. Yeah.
faked the moon landing and went to Mars.
Roots. Yeah.
no, I think the movie was about actually going to Mars.
I think you just said it was about faking the moon landing.
No, it was about faking the Mars landing, but it was it was all in the same vein. But
Oh,
thinking back on it, because in the movie they basically kidnapped the astronauts.
back.
Oh,
What's
don't.
it called?
That's it.
And hide them away.
All right,
1978, Capricorn 1.
I want to watch that. I'm gonna go.
I'm out of here. Fuck you.
Capricorn 1. All right.
Yeah.
1977. Oh, this looks cool.
Yeah, it's good. Oh, did you watch Time After Time, Johnny?
Time After Time?
The movie we were talking about last week.
I can't remember last week.
Oh, God.
Yeah, weren't we going to do a group watch?
Yeah, time After Time is
Yeah, we
classic.
should.
We were talking about Mary Steenburgen, remember?
Yeah.
Right.
And she's
Hell
in that
yeah.
movie Time After Time with oh, there you go.
Thriller.
Great movie, man.
I'll watch anything from the 70s. I don't care what it is.
Porn?
Yeah. Well, except that.
Yeah,
Like North by Northwest, that shot.
I'd rather not watch anything, for me, that
Westworld.
Great movie.
Great movie. Yeah. My brother,
Nothing can go wrong.
who's
Heavy.
talking?
Go wrong.
my brother in the background.
Oh,
How you doing, guys?
hey.
Hey,
I thought Michael was watching TV or something.
Why don't you love your brother? Why didn't you get him anything for his birthday? What's wrong
There
with
it
you?
Westworld, Yul Brynner.
Hey, man.
Great movie.
anybody ever? How about
Brenner?
Heaven Can
Wow.
Wait?
King and
You guys look a lot alike.
Really
I'm
good.
so much better
Take,
looking.
take your glasses off, Michael.
Who's older?
Take your glasses off. It's like the set.
Who's older?
Wow, you guys are definitely related.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's older?
I'm older by 14 months.
Whoa,
Like 14
Irish
minutes.
Twins.
Irish twins, yeah.
Good.
Wow, good to meet you.
Good to see you
Wow.
guys.
Technically, you didn't meet him.
Captain
Yeah.
and the first mate.
Say hello.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
How long's he been sitting there?
That's not how you say hello. Go, hello.
Hello. Is he sitting there the whole show?
Yeah, he's been sitting here since what was it, 3 weeks ago? You won't get the fuck out of here.
Man, you guys look a lot
You
alike.
finally
man.
said it, Michael. Finally said it.
That sounds like love. That's what that sounds like.
Are you sitting on his bed right now?
Yes.
So he wants you to shut the computer off so he can go to sleep.
And I'm sitting right up where his head goes, and I'm farting like a fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
it's like a big brother would.
Exactly.
He's gonna wake up. He's gonna wake up with pink eye tomorrow.
Or little brother, because they didn't say.
There's a
He's gonna
pink
wake-
guy there. There's a
He's gonna
pink guy
wake
there?
up. He's gonna wake up with my toe tomorrow.
Oh,
No, not that.
don't do that to him. That's going. Too
That's way over the
brown eye.
Oh.
board. Oh,
Nailed it.
holy fuck!
What's your brother's name?
Huey, Hughie, Hugh.
Huey. That's a way more
Huey.
consonant
Huey.
than he really needed.
Hugh Smith.
Huey, has Michael ever drawn a penis on your face when you fall asleep?
Absolutely not.
Don't fall asleep tonight.
It's your birthday.
It's the least you can do for his birthday. I mean, you didn't get him anything, obviously.
Exactly.
He's got my company. That's
Oh, and that's invaluable.
Company. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
Is he in town? Is he in town for your birthday?
No, he's actually come up. He left Florida for a while, and he's chilling out with me up here. He's thinking of moving.
Witness protection.
Exactly. He's thinking of moving. He's thinking of moving to Colorado. So he's checking out the fucking the area.
The lay of the lane.
Did you take him to the dispensary the minute he landed?
You know, the funny part about it is I wish I can go to the fucking dispensary, but I get drug tested. So
Yeah.
no, he doesn't smoke pot.
You got a
Is
back.
that a back scratcher?
Oh my god.
I've got one of those.
Nesdal used to do that
Terminator.
on video too.
Terminator back scratcher. Look.
I got one of those. It's awesome. I have one that's an alligator's foot.
Come on, that's badass.
Back to a box.
Hang on, I'll get one
It
that's
is. It's
disgusting.
funny you just did it on the air.
I know.
He just nonchalantly grabs it off the coffee table.
Yeah. Well, that Nesdog used to do that too. He scratches back. Yeah.
Stand here
Any
like
nail clippers nearby?
Well,
No, you do it any. Yeah.
multi-tool.
uh,
All right, Michael. I'll see yours and raise you an alligator's foot.
Oh, my God.
That looks remarkably similar to your toe.
looks like that looked like Yoda's foot.
Yep. Got that when I was living in Got that when I was living in Louisiana. They use the whole alligator in Louisiana. They do not waste any of it.
Make a good back scratcher, it will.
Ooh. Scratch your
It
back,
certainly
I
does.
will.
Take my foot.
Backslash you will.
Ace wants to eat it.
Butt scratcher. Well, no, he wouldn't be the
Butt
first
scratcher.
dog that I've ever had that's eaten alligator stuff. I told you, I think I told this story on the show before. I came home in New Orleans and I had an alligator head. And they put in the alligator heads to replace the eyes, they put these green marbles in there, like these beautiful green marbles. And I came home and there was the two marbles were on the rug.
Oh.
And the alligator head was gone. My dog had eaten the whole fucking thing.
Nowhere to be seen.
Of course, he'd eaten it.
He ate an alligator head, and I was concerned.
Which dog, Paul? Which one?
I've heard it
I
tastes
was-
like chicken.
Alligator tastes really good. That was my dog Bruin. This was years ago.
Oh, okay.
And he
He died right after. So
No, he did not. But I will tell you, we had to take him to the vet because the alligator, there's bones and teeth and all that shit that could have totally fucked up his internal.
And
So
people.
what?
and people.
And people.
Yeah, and people. Yeah,
People.
people.
Alligators are people.
So so we had to actually, and it sucked because they tell you to follow your dog around and make sure that his stool is normal. I'm like, awesome. And so little chunks of alligator mouth were like coming out for a couple of days.
Oh my gosh.
But it was funny though because it was weird. He ate the entire alligator but left the little marbles, which he could have easily swallowed. But it was like he just spit those out. He ate the rest of the alligator, and they cure it with like a shellac, like a
Right.
Like some sort of a lacquer thinner or whatever. I mean, a lacquer and stuff like that.
Shellacker.
So yes, so he completely ate the thing. I was furious because I was like, "Fuck! Now am I going to get another alligator head?" But I still have the foot. I'll always have the foot.
What's like when they used to sell rabbit foots? Do they still
See
do
if
that?
he'll eat it. See if he'll eat it. See if it's.
Oh, no,
see
he
if
will.
your dogs
He'll
now
eat it.
will eat it.
Oh yeah, they will. They like it.
Back scratcher, I'll
Back
become.
scratcher. Back scratcher.
I'll be
Take my
Nose
foot.
picker.
Mm.
Nose picker.
Pick your nose, I will.
Wait, how many toes does that alligator have?
Thumbnail.
4.
Thumbnail.
Birthday thumbnail.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It has
There it
4
is.
toes.
Let's see if we can pull both of them up.
Where's the fifth one?
There are only 4 toes on it.
Holy fuck.
And it's almost giving you the finger.
Well, he can't with 4 toes.
No, obviously. But yeah. Imagine this was like an alligator
been
that
beat
had,
to hell.
had like MS or something like that. Couldn't straight
Right.
you know what I mean?
Ben Tom's like
Kind
real,
of a
real, life,
mutant alligator.
real life Peter Griffin here.
Rat scratcher. I'm just doing that to make Jay laugh because he's peeking again.
Peeking rhymes with sleeping. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
Oh, Amanda with the palsy gator joke.
Ah.
Sounds like a great name for a thrash band.
Palsy gator.
So, any idea?
Anybody?
Paul, when
palsy.
oh, go ahead, John Beal. What are you gonna say?
Back.
It's your show, John Beal.
Back.
I don't know. No, I was gonna. I had mentioned it earlier to you guys about the TV. What? Oh, Space Force. Anybody in the chat watching Space Force? Anybody? Any of you guys
Oh
watching
no, I
Space
want
Force?
it. I want to watch that.
Good
Yeah,
I want to
series.
see it too. Hi, buddy.
I watched all 10 episodes. Right. I mean, almost pretty much binge watched them in like 3 days.
that good, huh?
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Well, was it on the same level of funny as The Office, or more so?
I'd say it's like a comment. It's not really The Office. It's more.
It's The Office in space.
I don't know. Like. Yeah, it's different. It's just very. It's nothing like The Office. It really isn't. It's a
Thank
workplace
you. Thank
comedy,
you,
but it's
Amber.
not really like The Office.
Thank you, Amber.
Wait, hold on. Say that last part again.
Yeah, say the whole sentence.
It's
again.
a workplace comedy, but it's not really like it's not really
in
like
space.
The Office. It doesn't take. There's no like you don't break the fourth wall. They don't talk to the camera. They don't. It's all drama comedy. They don't really like in The Office. They would do interviews and stuff like that. Dramedy, but it's all.
I'm not a big fan of The Office. I think
Which
Actually,
which
I guess maybe like 30 Rock.
which Office? The American one?
the one
Or
with
is it-
Steve Carell.
There's two.
But that was the good one.
That's the one I don't
The
think.
English one's good too.
Yo, what is going on over there?
I know.
Went through friggin' war. We're still going crazy.
Oh,
There it is.
Falcons behind him.
An aluminum Falcon.
Yeah.
It was an aluminum Falcon.
Aluminum. It's
Well,
the
that-
aluminum Falcon.
Rick,
The aluminum Falcon.
the aluminum Falcon,
My kid calls it the Millennium Falcon.
the Millennium Falcon.
Man,
Welcome.
you know what I saw? Well, I'm sure we all saw this. I forget what company it was. AMC or what's a movie theater company? What's the biggest one?
Man was good. Big.
Yeah, AMC.
down here.
Lowe's.
AMC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
AMC Lowe's. I think they're the same
Arclight.
company.
Okay. Anyway, I saw something. Michael Smith probably posted this. My whole feed of Facebook is Michael Smith. Everything.
Mine
Sharing,
too.
yeah.
Everything. Yes, Mitch. I saw that.
Well,
And-
drive-in theaters are coming back now because of this.
But that made me think: what if the movie theater goes away?
It
If
could.
there's no more of that. Imagine having to watch movies on your TV from now on. You know?
It's just-
And what
Well,
happened
it's
with the new
it's a
James
big blow
Bond?
to the movie business?
Wasn't the new James Bond supposed to be out last month?
They're holding it.
Never came out?
They're holding everything. Music.
Yeah, they're holding a bunch of shit. I really hope it doesn't happen but then again, the movie experience isn't what it used to be. There's so many fucking idiots
You can
sitting near you
at
with
home.
their
You mean you
fucking
can just
phones.
about get the same?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the phones and fucking talking and
Yeah.
Kids.
But usually if I go to the movies, I'll go to like the first showing in the morning and I'm like the only one there. Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, Caleb.
Never go to a PG-13 movie after 3 o'clock. It's all
Well,
kids.
I wouldn't.
PSA. Public service announcement. Don't do that.
Anything PG-13.
No, but I mean, it's
wanna
like
see
it's
anyway.
amazing. You notice it like if you go to like a 7 p.m. or whatever, and it's like a PG-13 opening night movie, and it's like all just kids,
So you go.
and they're all talking through the whole thing.
I don't know the last time I was in a movie theater. It's been years.
So
Well, I got a kid, so I've been to a few. So
Caleb,
No, it makes sense.
yeah,
as far as live music goes, with Nerd Hill and everything, what's the update as far as
oh,
you
we're
know, what
we
are
might
they
play next week.
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
we're being submitted for a gig at a casino here in Indio, California, called Fantasy Springs, and I'm
They have a cool
praying-
bowling alley there.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get it. I mean, I'm not confident we will, but I literally had to make sure everybody was available for next Saturday night, for a show, 90-minute show. So who knows?
Saturday night.
Dude, you got to go live.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We'll
We
stream the
crashed-
whole thing here.
stream the whole thing, right?
Yeah, and yet Las Vegas is
Definitely.
opening back up.
Yeah,
We
Las
crashed-
Vegas
You
opened
know,
up.
We crashed in that casino's parking lot the night before the Big Four. Brought our tour bus there and just hung out there, and they let us, sleep in the parking lot. You can do that there, and bring your camper
Your
and
tour
shit.
bus. Wow.
Yeah, we rented a tour bus to go to the Big Four to broadcast in the Big Four, and Fantasy Springs was pretty cool. We didn't realize big amongst the Native Americans on a late Thursday night or Friday night, excuse me, is bowling.
Wow.
We had no idea that there's a bowling alley there. And we went, we weren't gambling and did our drinking and stuff like that, but we ended up in the bowling alley and couldn't get a lane if we wanted to. And there were like 20 lanes there. They were all booked up until like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And it was pretty stunning, but it's a cool little casino. Not
I've
huge, but
never been. Yeah, but
it's cool.
But I mean, just the fact that I got an email today, and everyone was okay with it, and here we go. So it literally could be playing live in a week. That was something I wasn't expecting for even a couple months. So
When was the last time you guys actually rehearsed?
Nice.
rehearsed or played? 'Cause
Both. Let's answer
Yeah.
both questions.
the last time we played was March 6th.
Okay.
And the last time we rehearsed was probably
March 6th.
March 5th.
was probably January for the January 11th show. We did
Damn.
we did one. Yeah, we don't rehearse really. We're lucky if we get one rehearsal in for a show. It's really weird. I mean, I can only imagine the band if we had like a week of rehearsal. Like,
Yeah, right.
but it's so hard to I got a singer who's a celebrity comedian who's just everywhere doing all kinds of crap, and I can't nail him down for anything. And then I have a bass player who is the busiest studio, live session, whatever bass player around, and I've only been able to use him for half the shows. We have a backup for him, and no, it's crazy. I mean, I'm not. I used to be really nervous about the shows, but now I'm just like, fuck it, because I'll just know my parts and away we go. But it is part of me is like, man, I wish we could get together and just hammer it out and make it perfect, but it's not. It's impossible. So I think if we get the Vegas thing, like we're trying to get a Vegas residency, so like 1 weekend a month would be awesome. And
Pillow, man.
yeah, no, and just to have that every month would be so awesome. I think if we get something like that, we'll definitely woodshed, and get it all tight so that people get a bang for their buck. So
You do that, I'm out there, no doubt.
yeah, no, I think everyone would descend upon Sin City for something like that. It would be a lot of fun. So, and plus, I mean, 1 weekend I could play Rent, just be awesome. It'd be awesome. So keep your fingers crossed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and have you ordered or have you designed Nerd Halen masks yet?
No, but we're talking about it. But no, I
Because-
Are they
haven't.
going to be just glasses with a Band-Aid in the middle of them?
Great. No, but it should be like just buck teeth or something, like
It says Nerd Halen inside the lenses.
yeah,
Nerds.
Nerd.
yeah. Send me your
They should-
Nerd
they should
Halen
have-
mask ideas, everybody.
Braces.
Cobra Kai Platoon, I think it's Kai, said Nerd Halen acoustic set on
No.
Beane TV.
Nobody wants to hear Van Halen acoustic. I'm sorry. Who wants to hear that? Come on.
I'd love to hear Ed.
How
do
am I going to have a squeal? You can. There's that little piece of the deluxe edition of
When he
Adcock.
paid the
Mm-hmm.
Parker.
Yep.
You can get
Oh, that's
beautiful
right.
They
girls
tell
in
you a
Panama.
story about a young Mr.
And-
Jackson.
You can do Ice Cream Man and Stay Frosty.
That would be awesome. So I don't even want to mention that too much because someone's going to steal that idea. So yeah, I definitely want to do that one.
Reggie
You
Jackson.
know what I want to do is I want to do all the double bass shuffle songs in one.
That'd be
So
cool.
it all like kind of revolves around Hot for Teacher, but
Yeah.
we'll go into I'm the One, we'll go into the Full Bug, we'll go into Hang 'em High.
Medley.
Yes, just based on that beat. So there's
We
another
do
idea I gave away.
We go into Get Up.
Uh-oh.
That's not a shuffle, actually, but yeah, it is double bass, but it's not a shuffle. But yeah, it's close.
Can we go back to
I
TV
need
now?
a Steinberger. I need a Steinberger. Someone send me a trans trem, please.
Well, Nesdal sold his, man. You could have had it for about 6 G's.
Yeah, right. That would have been worth it.
I love when I see that one of his guitars for sale and it says, "This is an expensive guitar." Yeah, because I talked to him about it. He goes, "Man, I hate doing this. I hate posting this shit on Facebook and stuff because everybody lowballs me." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the nature of That's the nature of business."
Yeah,
Exactly.
you got to expect it. You got to expect it, man.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
nature of Facebook friends.
Like anything, selling a
You
house,
always-
whatever. Price high, it's gonna come down somewhere in the middle, man.
yeah, you have to. You price it 20% more than you'll actually take, and then you give them that 20% discount, and it sounds like they feel like they walked away with something, and you win.
Yeah.
Right.
No, real quick, Bo Bulware in this chat said not enough commitment from the band. Sorry about that. That's not true. We haven't had like a gig super high paying. So I'm sure when the money starts talking and rolling, we get some corporate things going on, the commitment will happen. Trust me.
I'll get your back on this, Caleb. Bo, when they play a show and they suck, you can worry about their commitment.
Yeah,
I mean, they nail it. So I don't know that commitment is
Yeah,
really an issue. They all know the music.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I have the guys I have. Let's just put it that way. And I used to be really nervous, but the last 3 or 4 shows I've been like, you know what? Everyone's pretty much got it. And
You put together a fucking killer band.
yeah, well, I'm lucky.
When they suck, I'd worry about the commitment.
Yeah.
I'm definitely lucky because before I didn't even know how to do it. Someone just told me, go to the gym.
The first
Go to the gym and
band you've
your guys.
played out with, right?
Yeah, like I'm not even a band guy. Like I've never really been in a band. So
Well, you know what, Caleb? Real quick, the condensed version for people in the chat that don't know, it was just an idea, and it just
yeah, I told the story a bunch of times, and everyone who's a veteran of this internet show with Johnny, I started coming on here about 2.5 years ago, and a few months after that, I committed to this idea, and it's the ultimate fake it till you make it. I had no members of the band while I made the logo and started selling T-shirts and talking about it, talking it up, making little promos on an Instagram page for nothing. There was no band. There were no guys in the band yet, but I was coming on the show saying there was, saying I had guys, basically lying and faking it till we made it. So
That's back when it was Steve's show.
Yeah, I would definitely, if someone wants to do something and they're really driven to do it, and they don't have everything in place, which very few people do, by the way. And if you really want good musicians, guess what? They're not going to come play with you until there's an actual gig, until there's actual money. It's just not going to happen.
Well, it was different when you were younger, when you were a kid and you had nothing else to do in your life. But you're talking about people who have families, real jobs, and I don't mean to say that being in a band, because being in a band is a real fucking job. It's a hard job. It's a fun job, but the hours and hours and hours it takes to become proficient at what you do, that's time, and you never get that shit back. So it is a huge commitment, all joking aside.
Yes.
But when you're a kid, fuck you. You're in a band too.
No, I was mimicking John BL drinking.
Oh, sorry.
We're listening to Paul explain, and Caleb telling an important story.
And I know.
Here, huh?
So chalk me up behind you. Where's your whiteboard? Chalk me up one.
And interrupting without interrupting.
No, and it's just
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and it's just there is a lot of work, but it's different when Caleb says, musicians aren't going to play with you until you have a gig. Adult musicians aren't going to play with you until you have a gig. People who have responsibility in their life.
Yeah.
Putting a band first is a very difficult choice to make when you've got rent or bills or kids to take care of and shit like that.
When you're in your 20s, it's one thing. When you're in your 40s, 50s, it's different.
Yeah, everyone's working. Everyone has to do their own thing. It's not. This isn't for fun, even though it is. Secretly it's for fun. But everyone needs to make a living.
No secret.
And to have a Van Halen tribute band, there's 20 of them in every major city in this country.
Yeah.
And how do you rise above that? A lot of them have a big budget. A lot of them, these guys have money, so they just make the stage look like a Van Halen show from the 80s. But you have to have the sound, and you have to have the
musicians,
the pieces, and what I've found in this whole process is, my mind works a million miles an hour, but when we get up on stage, I can do nothing but play guitar in the band. Everything else has to be taken care of by the other parts. I can't do their parts. I can't think for them. And believe me, the first few gigs, I was really trying to do that, and it was having an effect on my part. So
it's their fault that no, I'm joking.
No, it's I
have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
At what point do you guys hire John BL for stage set? to design your stage sets?
Well, he's got to make them bigger.
Because I was just going to say you might have an amp stack that is in danger of being crushed by a dwarf.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
No, we're not gonna fucking do Stonehenge.
We're not gonna fucking do Stonehenge.
Smell the glovers in. Hello, Janine.
Yeah. No,
thank you, Amber Bell. Thank you so much.
Morning, Simon Williams.
It is fun, and I like, every other thing I've ever played in or whatever. It's always been someone else's thing, so it's always been, nothing I had any control of, or my suggestions would get shot down or whatnot. And so this is kind of the first time I've ever had something that's mine and my vision, and the guys pretty much defer to me. Even my singer, who's very very frontman-ish, and he's an incredible performer. So I'm very lucky to have him because he told me early on.
Well, you could say that about the actual about Van Halen himself.
It's very similar because
musician,
he's bringing
and the frontman.
Yeah, he's bringing a lot of the comedy to it, and I definitely I didn't want it to just be rock and roll. I wanted people to laugh, and that would be the combination would be what made us different. And that's actually what made Van Halen different. It was the first band that people would go see that they'd actually laugh during the show. Like a big hard rock show, and they're laughing.
Mm-hmm. That would smile rock.
Exactly. So, I kind of backed my way into that, but that was the whole goal. Was I wanted people to actually laugh with their eyes, and then hear the music, and then it's the music, and then it was like kind of all.
It's funny.
Go ahead.
You watch some of those reaction videos, and that's the first thing that a lot of them say, that smile rock. Like, Eddie Van Halen's smile is one of the first thing people notice about the band.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably one of the first things in the Jump video. That's one of the first things I noticed.
And yet he was not having a good time.
It's contagious. Happiness is contagious, man.
Yeah, everyone wants to have a good time.
And that smile is so classic.
Oh, absolutely.
But it was really cool.
Iconic.
Was how because I was nervous about the show sucking. Let's be honest, and things going wrong. And he told me early on, I live for things to go wrong on stage. I live for it.
That's
And I was like,
that's the kind of front man you want.
right. And I'm like, you
Sure.
know, really? And he goes, that's where the gold is. That's where the juice is. He goes, if it goes wrong.
And that was what Dave's character was. Dave's character was that when he, I fucked up the words again, or I
Mhm.
forgot the fucking words again,
Right.
That was his character, part of his character.
But yeah, but a lot of Dave was, that it was all controlled, and
Sure. And that's what I mean. Yeah, it was all planned.
Yeah. But
It's a
with
whole
Hal,
lot of hard work and discipline to sound unfocused and sloppy.
Yep. And
Yeah.
Hal literally wants someone to fuck up or an amplifier to go out or something, because then he has more material.
Yeah.
And once you kind of, it relaxes you a lot. So he, I'm very lucky to have him, and I'm having a blast. This whole thing that came around was just the worst thing, because and everyone around me, everyone who knows me, my family, my friends, were just so bummed because we were in such a good trajectory.
Yeah.
And and it happened to everybody in the business, so it's not like it's just us. But for me personally, it was just like, oh fuck.
You know what though? You have an advantage, and that advantage is if you guys have already agreed to be willing to go out and play venues and do all this stuff. A lot of bands, aren't willing to do that right now because of insurance and whatever, issues they might have. So the fact that you've got the three other guys have already said, all right, we're going to go play. We're going to go this thing. This gives you an opportunity to get out more and to be in more venues more frequently until everybody else catches up. So
we have an opportunity.
Yeah, you guys to be smart enough to do that.
Yeah, no, and
I think we said that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
The smaller bands will be out there first.
Yeah.
Caleb, not to diminish Nerd Halen, but
Wait, so I was gonna say you're calling Nerd Halen small, huh?
Oh, definitely.
no, but it's a club band. I mean, they're a club band at this point.
I know.
So that's
Caleb,
I mean,
what are
Hal's barely tall enough to get on the cool rides at Six Flags.
I want to go back and watch I Love the '80s and that whole series. It's been years since I've seen that. That was good. That was good stuff back in the day.
It's
A few
funny.
years ago now.
I was watching a Steel Panther video the other day, and Hal's in it, and I didn't even know it.
Oh wow!
He lights his cigarette off a stove, and he's never smoked.
He's been in a lot of different, just kind of random stuff. I mean,
well, he's
from
good
movies
friends. He's good friends
videos
with
and all that.
Steel Panther guys. So he's played in bands with Russ and Styx, the drummer, and so he's been around. He's been around the scene a long time. So I never knew that, but it's
He's a good dude. He's a good dude too.
yeah. No, I'm
I knew of Hal back in the late '90s. I mean, he was all over MTV, VH1, and not only with the. What am I hearing? Is that Ace?
Yeah, it's him breathing.
Somebody's.
How old is Ace, Paul?
Good stuff.
I don't know, about 4.
4? Cool.
Somewhere around 4, yeah.
Caleb, what restrictions? I mean, if you guys are going to play out, you don't need a COVID-19 restrictions. I mean, what's that about?
do I know of any?
Dress up like War. You have a mask on.
I'll probably, I think we'll probably wear masks just because it's great for the bit.
I think
It's
he
cool,
should sing.
yeah.
He should sing in a mask the whole time.
Yeah, totally.
I'm saying 50%, capacity or something like that.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know what the fantasy.
That's what they're saying for like sporting events and stuff. One person between every seat, stuff like that. They're talking about.
So weird. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that, but I
Or
haven't heard
theaters too.
I haven't heard any details. I'm sure it's all up in the air and everyone's trying to figure it out. But
You guys should actually do that on stage, where one guy is at the extreme edge of the stage, the other guy's at the other extreme edge of the stage, and Hal is behind in the back of the room and just singing from the back of the room, so you guys can't come near each other.
Social distancing.
Yeah.
It would. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward. I definitely I bought my own SM58 a few weeks ago. So
then cover source of infection.
Yeah, that mic is going to go everywhere for me forever now. So I'm never going to use a house mic again. So
No,
Yeah.
never do that. Never use a house mic.
Well, that's why when I brought up masks earlier, about
Johnny
asking
Beane,
if-
everyone.
Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, that's why I asked. That's why I asked if you had the Nerd Halen masks yet. Because I just got the Johnny Bean TV masks.
you did. All right. Well,
Yeah.
you need to
Coincidental plug.
send
Yes,
me.
they're
send me-
available.
I bet
Send
Caleb
me-
would wear one if he's got a show coming up.
Yeah,
You-
Johnny, send me who's producing those for you, so I can maybe look to invest.
Redbubble.
Redbubble. Thank you.
There it is. There's the link right there.
Redbubble.
Everybody, you can get a Johnny Bean TV mask.
Wow.
And
But is it the same company that I can actually go in to make my own masks?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would think any company that makes any T-shirts, like I don't know who you go through for yours, but I think any company has a mask option now.
Oh, I'm on Teespring, but I haven't looked in a while, so maybe they have a mask option.
Oh, I'm sure they do because it's the law. You have to wear a mask outside.
Right.
You have to. And
Unless
I've been
you say
wearing.
you can't.
In this state, no.
Yeah.
Not here. You don't have to wear that crap. Here.
No, no, you don't wear that
Oh.
crap.
That's everyone's got an excuse. So, the people who don't wear them always have an excuse. Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
It's
We have
respiration
we're
problems.
we have to go in a store here. We have to wear them. They won't let
Yeah.
us in a store without one.
Inside.
That's what they
Arizona
say,
person.
but yeah, you can always get around it, and it's like I've been wearing my mask for months, but
Well, take it off.
there's always somebody.
Are
who's like,
you're wearing it
there's
now.
always somebody who. This isn't my real face.
What was the joke? When I used to have hair, that was the joke. It's like, see, this isn't my real hair.
Oh yeah.
This isn't my real hat.
Kevin Dubrow once said when I
Kevin
asked him about his
Dubrow.
hair, I said, that's not your real hair? He goes, yeah, sure it is. I got a receipt.
I got to receive.
Good. Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Oh.
I mixed monitors for them in '95, I think.
Right.
96.
Because in the 80s, he was like half bald, and
He had
then
a- he had a wig
in
and
the
that.
90s,
Yeah.
he had like the most amazing hair all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
he went
full
from
head
looking
of
like
hair.
looking like Larry Fine to looking like Sigmund and the Sea Monsters.
Finally got put in the budget for his hair.
Renus Pinkle wants to know if you have a Johnny Bean TV thong.
Mm.
They,
Great question, Renus.
I can.
If you wear the mask properly, it can work also as a thong.
Johnny, you gotta put your face right on the coffin.
Yeah, those can be available. I mean, if you guys want them.
What string gauge do you want?
For a nominal fee, I'm willing to make it for the fans.
Fuck Paul, man.
Do you-
You were dead on with that Simmons.
For the fans.
He's got the Simmons, and then
Oh.
people have said that, Mike, you've got the Ace. Like the Ace Freely Laugh.
Well, yeah, because Ace has a sick accent.
Michael's good. Eric Clapton. He looks like Eric Clapton.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna play like the motherfucker.
Wow.
I'm sure.
You're halfway there.
I'm sure that's what everybody
You got
says
the look.
when they go to a show.
Good
Wish I could
point.
play like the
Good
motherfucker.
point.
Where is this damn picture?
I have a clock
What picture?
on right now.
I'm trying to find a picture to show you guys of something cool.
Oh, the toe?
No, God.
No. Remove the toe, please.
Yeah, you guys. I don't know. Let us
No, the
know.
toe.
How many people? We got 72 watching. Let us know where you're watching from right now. I'm in Santa Cruz, California. And out here, yeah, you can't go into any store without a mask. You can't. And they have masks available, but you can't go in without one.
You can't.
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 You just
Can't do it.
You can't.
do it. He keeps
Nope.
wanting to, but he can't.
So let's do a roll call. Caleb, where are you?
Santa Monica, California.
Paul?
Dude, I'm
Phoenix,
sorry, Michael.
Arizona.
Caleb, I heard they had a huge protest in Santa Monica today.
Yeah. It's,
Fuck, I thought we were gonna get through the show without it.
I know. Me too.
He's frozen now.
yeah.
Good.
Wow.
Crazy.
Jay,
I'm just saying. I saw live footage out in front of City Hall actually.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, where you at?
Nowhere right now.
Where you at, Rock? Where you at?
He's like, I'm everywhere.
He's near Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Yes.
Carolina.
He's like, I'm good.
Where are you right now? I'm good.
I'm
Look at him,
cruising
dude.
about.
Okay, it's up above my camera. That's why I probably look like I'm really way up. Hey guys, what's going on?
Look at your eyes, dude.
Such suspects' pupils were somewhat dilated.
Baked Cannon.
Okay,
They look like
here's a roll call. Venus Pinkle is at Uranus.
Baked Hannon?
Um,
Is that what you said?
Yeah, Baked Cannon.
Baked.
Joe Christian is at Corpus Christi, Texas.
Yeah, where's our? We got 76 in here.
Corpus
Type in
Christi.
their inner chat on Facebook and YouTube where you're at right now.
Corpus Christi.
Tobin 1 is at Nova Scotia, Canada.
Body of Christ.
Mr. Hellstorm 74. She's in Tennessee, mask free. Amanda, we know where she is. Ontario, Canada. You don't have to wear a mask there.
Well, they've got their, they've got that their socialized healthcare,
Eh?
Grade 3.
Simon's at he's near Bristol, UK. What's that? Sylvesterado 1. Okay, Indiana.
Indiana.
Ricky Settlemeyer in the thriving metropolis of Eureka, California,
Then Tom's in Philly, PA.
Ooh,
where we would stop on our way to Hangtown.
Brian Spalding from
Eureka.
Honolulu. Nice.
yeah,
Jeff T is in Orange County, California.
I know Eureka.
Danny Alexander in Cisco, Texas.
Mark EFX is at Clearwater, Florida.
Thomas Santiago in Buffalo, New York.
Cobra Kai. Okay, there you go, Jay. Home of the Bears.
Yes, we discussed this. I asked him. Crap, I can't even talk right now. Man.
Wow.
Brian Spalding is at Honolulu, Hawaii.
JK put his sentence together because he got high.
Danny Alexander is in Cisco, Texas. Mickey Settlemeyer is in Eureka, California. Amanda Combe is in
Amanda Combe.
Combe. What the fuck?
Amanda, comb that hair.
Buffalo.
Oh my gosh.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Buffalo.
Wow, Caleb's in the cockpit now.
Oh,
Ooh.
ooh.
Yeah, I knew that was going to go over well.
Children.
I know. Come on, guys.
So
Can't say anything without it being a joke.
I don't know if I could sit backwards as they're going into hyperspace.
Turn
Would you get
around.
sick?
Turn around.
Oh
Caleb.
my God, you're getting sick.
So badass.
Yeah, let's see it.
There you go.
Perfect. Wow.
Thumbnail.
There you go.
Nice.
Move to the left.
I believe
Thumbnail.
I believe Caleb
Yeah,
used to
there it
bullseye
is, the
womp
thumbs
rats in his
up.
T16 back home.
No.
What the fuck?
Look for the earring. Look for the earring. Pull his earring out. You're too old to be wearing an earring.
Oh,
So good.
Caleb, you came in that. You're braver than I thought.
What's that?
Quick,
So
which episode is that?
You came in that.
picture
You're braver than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
that's the first one. That's the first movie. That's when they first went into
I don't think
hyperspace.
so.
No, that.
Let me see. Go back to
hyperspace
Caleb.
effect is too good.
Yeah, that's the first. That's the very first movie when they first went into hyperspace ever.
You might be right. Yeah, I was looking at Han's outfit. It looked like it was a
Ooh.
little like
I was
the
looking at his pants.
the Jedi outfit.
Excellent.
But then again, yeah, the hair looks like it's the 77 hair.
Caleb,
That's
change
the
the
very-
radio station.
That's the first time they ever went into hyperspace, right there.
I think you're right.
Yeah, start fucking with the radio.
There you go.
It's a good way. It's a good way to get in trouble.
It's a Variac. So the Honeyyak. Sorry,
That's
Honeyyak.
funny.
The Honiak.
Oh,
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna have to get a green screen for next week. I'm gonna see if I can find one of those.
Oh man,
We're all gonna get
Everybody's
one.
going to Joanne Fabrics next week.
oh yeah, have fun.
I've
Have
got
at it.
one. I've got one just down the street here in Soquel, California. There's a Joanne's Fabrics. I'm gonna get one.
I walk
And
in
that's
there
the
and
way
they
to do
call the
it, yeah.
police immediately.
The budget of this show will go up 100% when we all get green screens and John BL backdrops.
Right? Yeah, Cobra Kai should hang dice. That'd be good.
John Biel.
Weren't the dice on the first Millennium Falcon?
You gotta do the
That's why
little,
I mean, that's not why.
what's the little tree? The little air freshener tree.
Yeah.
Pine tree.
Oh, totally.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta take screenshots of everybody's room.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll switch
everybody's in like
Somebody else.
somebody else's room. Oh, that'd be
You could
awesome.
do that. Just everybody move your chairs and just
Yeah.
have a plain picture of your room. You could do that.
We'll do that. We'll definitely do that.
I get
Next
up
week.
enough.
Next
I
week
get up
we'll
enough to get the dogs. You
we'll
guys
definitely
have
get a
plenty
green
of still
screen.
shots.
That would fuck people's minds up, dude.
Caleb, can you give us a quick, ungreen screened effect so we can see what to get?
Oh, yeah.
Take your time.
They're in hyperspace.
so,
There's only 8 minutes left in the show. We can do this.
so how are you?
Ah.
What are you using? You just clipping it to like the wall or something?
Now he's back in
no,
the
I have-
garage.
I have a boom mic stand and some
Yeah, mic stand would work definitely.
and it's just going over to the window to the vertical blinds, and up here is just
Wow.
see. I got
Nice.
this. There you go.
Studio
Back to
secret.
Stand.
Back to reality.
That's
He
all.
learned how to do. He learned how to do that on browsers.
Brad.
Yeah. Browsers.
That's how my dad would say it.
Browsers.
Braziers?
Hey Jason, you check out that browser site?
I'm sorry, Brazzes. Brazzes and Pornhub.
No, I'm on Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Porn you.
I'm on like
Upon.
yeah, Upon. That's how they'd say it in Boston.
Upon.
You pawn.
Yeah, I gotta do Upon. Dude, did you see that chick with her huge jugs?
Upon.
Dude, she was taking it like a champ.
It's killer.
No, dude, you should have seen this. This guy fucking blew a load all over her ass.
My guy is wicked smart.
Yeah, dude, dude, kid,
Bobby, you gotta see this. Bobby,
Kid.
you gotta see this.
Macca, Sully, come here.
Kid.
This chick's taking it in the fucking ass. You guys see it? Dude, he's ball deep in her balloon knot. Ah, dude, she's got it. Dude, she's got her whole pud in her mouth.
Oh.
Wow.
That's a word you haven't heard in a while. Pud.
Oh.
Pud.
Wow.
What's a pud?
Cock.
No, it's your fucking yam bag, you fucking mook.
Yeah.
What's a yam bag?
Dude, it's your fucking brain. Your hanging brain.
What's a brain?
Your hanging brain.
You know,
Your balls.
like the fucking rocks around the lighthouse, kid.
That's the
It's
Oh, the onions.
it's the rock around the jetty guy.
Oh my God.
Oh, too
Good
fucking
stuff.
funny.
Wow.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Wow. I didn't know you had it in you.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Oh.
Is he saying papow? Pa!
By the way,
Wow.
changing subjects. This
Oh,
motherfucker kicks ass.
there it is.
That was the thing you were just unboxing last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it really heavy?
No, well, got some weight to it, but it's not heavy.
Spock.
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 Dude, that amp fucking probably cranks, dude.
It rocks. That Spock.
Dude, that
It's wicked
amp is,
loud.
that amp
Wicked.
is the balls, kid.
Wicked.
Positive grid.
With this fucking positive grid.
Dude,
Oh,
that
It's gonna be about 40 watts.
yeah, dude, 40 watts, man. You fucking crank that motherfucker up.
I fucked with it the first time last night. It was awesome, man.
Wait a minute. What's
What'd you
Jay
say?
doing?
Yeah, dude,
I just
you
got
did-
I just got the message. Something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Jay,
Oh,
okay?
No,
I'm John.
I have a feeling I
Jay's,
know what it
Jay's
is.
down there.
Oh no, he finally found that
Yeah.
picture he's been looking for 45 minutes.
No, I just found I just found
45.
It's got to be Insta. I have a feeling I was tagged in Instagram.
Oh, look at that. It gives Machi Ozfest pick.
See, the weird thing, somebody else posted this, but the funny thing is
Ozfest.
we were never given the white ones. So I don't know how the hell that is.
It's a bootleg.
But I
And
bet,
also-
but I bet you were fucking charged back for it. I bet you got the artist chargeback bill for those.
What? We didn't what?
What?
The artist chargeback?
Yeah, you know, the recoupable. I bet that was on your recoupable list.
You know, the recoupable.
The recoupables.
You guys got to do a whole show at some time with the accents
Yeah, that doesn't
the
get old.
entire time.
Somebody, how the hell? I don't even know how to work Instagram right now. Holy
That's like the
Let me
guy
see.
that does his entire show on St. Patrick's Day with the fucking Irish accent. That gets old after about 6 minutes. But Renus Pinko did bring up the fact that chick took 2 cocks. Fucking 2 of them.
Cocks.
Cocks. Dude,
Well, it's like
real.
Paul and I don't think I have a thick New England accent, and Paul doesn't have a thick New England accent.
I'm glad you
It's
said
like
New
you can
England
turn it on and
accent.
turn it off. Yes.
Yeah, not anymore. The only time it comes out, I think the night I got
You
the
kind
night
of
I did
distance
the-
yourself when you're
when you're educated,
right.
You don't want to sound like one of those.
Educated, yeah.
You don't want to
When
sound
you're
like a fucking-
educated.
one of those fucking douchebag
It's
Wahlbergs.
true. I mean, you know, you don't want to sound like you're from Alabama, too. You know,
Well, that's yeah. I
not
mean,
that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh,
Easy.
yeah. See,
Just pissed
in
off the whole
Boston-
state.
in Boston, there's an R in Alabama.
Oh crap!
They're Alabama. Kid.
Well, Boston's the same thing. You know, you sound like
What's going on there? Oh, okay.
oh yeah, special guest. At
Nice.
least you were,
Look at that.
Papa Roach.
that's back when you were playing somewhere other than the United States, because I can't read anything but
I think I
Gizmachi.
have a Papa Roach pick somewhere.
Yeah, where is that? No, that's Germany, right?
it says Euro, so it's in Europe.
The
Halford.
2005?
Nailed it, Johnny.
What year?
Papa Roach. I think they're from here. Actually,
That was
Oh,
dope.
what-
Yeah, they're
Papa
from North
Roach is from Vacaville.
they're from
Oh,
like
why,
they're from like they're from Sacramento area. Yeah,
Vacaville.
Vacaville.
Modesto.
Vacaville or Nut Tree.
Oh yeah, the original. The original nerd
I do have a
Halen.
Papa Roach pick
Fucking
somewhere.
Nerd Halen. Fucking 4 guys dressed up like fucking geeks. Fucking complete. Dude, you guys look like fucking dorks with guitars.
Deluxe.
Fucking mooks.
Guitars.
Dorks with guitars fucking playing Van Halen stuff. Who
I
fucking wants
I
to
didn't
see
say Van Halen in a Boston accent.
Dogs.
Van
Van
Halen?
Halen.
Van. It's not Van. it's
Van.
Van.
I know New Yorkers say Halen. Halen.
Van
Yeah,
Halen.
Halen.
Van Halen.
Van Halen.
Van Halen.
Paul.
How the
Can you
fuck
say-
say it?
Paul, can you say the alphabet with the accent?
A,
Oh,
B,
this
C,
will be good.
D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W,
What happened to the R?
W.
W, X, Y, Z. Yeah. The fuck is wrong with you people? What? See, I'm fucking. You know, here's the thing. You fucking morons, you Tods, all think that this accent. You think that this accent. You think that this accent is fucking funny or it's wrong or something like that, right? The country started in Boston. We were the fucking first people in the country,
That's
right?
right.
Fucking
Right.
Plymouth Rock.
Massachusetts.
Plymouth Rock, first fucking city. Boston, New
New
York,
England.
New York and Philadelphia, are fucking Boston's backyard, you fucking Tods. Every one of you.
Oh, oh.
Sorry.
You fucking
Mayflower.
fucker.
Yeah, the Mayflower. Dude, when the Pilgrims landed the Mayflower on Plymouth Rock, fucking it all started then. Everything, ever since then, it's been downhill.
Not too far.
Happy birthday, man.
I keep thinking Michael's watching TV, but that's his brother talking in the background.
Yeah, his brother. Yeah, his
That's
brother has a pretty similar accent.
Yeah, he won't shut the fuck up.
He's like, get off my bed.
He's like, is this show over yet? I want to go to bed.
Oh no, hell no! I'm loving this stuff. This is good stuff. This is great. This is hysterical.
This is
classic.
This is so much better than hanging out with my brother. He's fucking boring.
Is your brother watching? Is your brother watching the show, or is he watching what's on television?
No, he's watching the show, and
Is he-
the second it goes
Okay,
off,
good.
I don't even know he's here. There's two things he does: shits and eats. That's it.
Oh, it's like having kids.
Any guess?
And I
Yeah,
love
like having a guest.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Happy birthday, Michael.
301.
Oh boy.
It's 301. I gotta go. I'm burnt.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Michael, happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you, everybody. Birthday wishes, chat room, you guys. Thank you, man. This is an awesome community we have here.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
1,000,000%.
Good times.
Wouldn't
fun.
it be awesome if you said 1 million people? You know, imagine.
Working on it. Working on it. Right?
Imagine.
Could do without that Johnny Bean kid.
Let's leave them.
Right? Let's all
It's
go.
all right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, I think John Biel has some F's to hand out.
Yeah, I have F-offs to hand out. And now the very special part.
No, isn't that frowned upon?
Yeah, well, I think we crossed that threshold 3 hours and
Yeah, I guess
4 minutes
so.
ago.
From us, it's frowned upon, but it's
Wow.
your show. You have carte
My
blanche.
show. That's what they say.
Carte blanc.
I don't. Well, if it's my show, I don't like to be that guy. I don't like to say.
But you are that guy now.
You
Look,
know?
your shirt says cock on it. You got it. Oh,
Oh, clock.
Clock.
Clock. Save the
Oh,
clock.
Bill-
Save the
Valley.
clock tower.
I do. Yeah, I do. Save the cock tower.
Did anybody ever save the clock tower?
Oh,
Nobody saved it.
clock tower.
Poor tower.
Poor tower.
Poor
By the
tower.
way, happy birthday, Michael Smith. It is now your birthday here in the West Coast.
Thank you,
Yeah.
John.
So,
Oh, it's like New Year's. We have to do it every time zone.
Happy
now.
birthday.
Officially all across America. It's the captain's birthday.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
For Amanda, I'll say fuck off.
oh,
Ooh,
Whoa.
Only for a
You
man.
know,
dude.
there was something else in that. I heard
Oh
it.
my
Thank God.
gosh.
I heard that too.
Love. Excitement.
what?
It's in the air.
I don't know.
Love
I mean,
is in the air.
it's not really good. It's not really good to tell your audience to F off, but if they ask
Well,
for it, if they want it, I guess.
Are you saying she was asking for it?
Especially if you want to save your
She's
clock
asking.
tower.
She was asking for it.
All right, Ben Tom.
She was asking for
She asked for it.
And Ben
Dude, she
Tom can
fucking-
fuck off as well.
Golly, Macca, this chick is fucking begging for it, guys. She's fucking screaming. She's like, give it to me. I want it. This guy's like
Wow.
fucking, and he's like, just for you, I'm gonna do it. Just for you. I never do this
Oh,
for any other
God.
chicks.
You gotta love Amanda. Let's hear it for her. Some days.
I gotta tell you, Johnny BL, you are a smooth motherfucker.
On
That's right.
top.
Let's hope he's not smooth down below.
Is that
Oh.
it? Are we good?
Oh,
I think we're good.
I don't want to know about that.
Smooth.
And Renus.
down below.
All right, Renus. Fuck you, Renus. Fuck
No,
you too.
yeah, say
Fuck
that.
you.
Say that because too many
Well,
F
that's
words.
what he said. So that's
You know,
what I'm
gets
saying.
less views.
Smooth like a Ken doll.
There you go.
One doll.
How about like the
Fornicate
Rancor?
Like a Ken doll, like a
Bobby doll crotch.
yeah, the Bobby dolls.
Bob.
I remember those in
yeah.
Florida. The Bobby dolls.
Now everybody's telling John Biel to F off.
Yeah. Who
Wow.
else has a band to
Okay.
Hey, I didn't ask for this.
Well, Amanda did it, I guess. Apparently,
With great power comes great responsibility, John.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. It's been a good night. It's been a great set Straturday, and hope you guys tune in next week. Good to see everyone this week, and Johnny, Michael, Caleb, Paul, Jay, all you guys have a great week, and
Like you're not gonna
don't forget to
text
tune
us,
in and oh, I know. Well, what else are we got to do? So
There'll be a podcast.
don't forget for the podcast, tune into all of Johnny's shows. Tuesday with John Mancuda, Friday with Jay and David,
the shows sound riveting.
and every other time Johnny Beane wants to entertain us.
Sounds
So he's-
awful.
It's the way he sells
Thank you
it.
again. I know. I'm trying.
Sounds fucking riveting.
Not a
Mr.
fish man.
Electricity.
Try it again with feeling.
Tune in Friday for the.
One more
Oh,
time with
no.
feeling.
We'll never make it. We're doomed.
John Mancuda. We got John Mancuda and Paul Marshall coming up on Tuesday night.
There we go.
We've also got David Nesdahl and Jay Hannon on Friday night with Johnny Beane.
Yes, and actually, we have a
Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
We have a guest.
Join 'em.
This Friday.
Guest?
Okay.
I'd like to welcome our guest.
Our guest is coming up.
Happens to me, I seem to cut myself a case of the vapors.
We have a guest on Friday.
Whoa.
Yeah, who's coming up on Friday?
I can't remember his name, but
Oh, God.
it'll be good. It'll be good. I
Are
got
you
to make.
serious?
He's probably not
I'm
Promise.
serious. I'm
Promise
serious.
you.
He's watching
I-
the show right now, and he's like, I'm fucking out of here.
Cereal.
Nobody
We have-
watches this. Nobody's
We
watching
have a
this.
guest, but I'm not going to tell you who it is.
No,
Good,
but nobody.
thankfully.
Nobody's watching this. But
The mystery guest. Mystery guest.
Thankfully.
but yeah, we have a guest on Friday, and I told him to as soon as he sends me a picture to use for the card, I'll make the promo, and then we'll be promoting it on Tuesdays and
It's Eddie Van Halen.
everything.
Well,
It's not Eddie Van Halen.
It'll be good. It'll be very
You
good.
gotta tell Dave.
Yeah.
It'll be better than this.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to take over real quick and just thank you to our channel members, our executive producers, everybody that supports the channel and these videos. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We love all of you. And
Most of you. Most.
if no, we love everybody, but the diehards, they know what's up. So
What the hell does that mean?
That was code for something right there.
They know what's up.
The
Yeah.
diehards know what's
the
up.
diehards.
It's a dog whistle if I ever heard one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So John BL.
have a great week, everyone. And go fuck yourself.